そうだ。テレビつけてもいいぞ。
冒険アニメスパイ
あやこれ好
き。よりによって
サイレンサー付きの拳銃だと。
き。ワクワク。
Hey, Auntie's back. What's going on, Auntie? How you doing, man? Oh, all right. Never mind. Forget it. Welcome, everybody. Another episode of SNH 191, I believe. 191, brother. Holy shit. It's a lot of episodes, man. 9 episodes away from the magic 200. Jesus Christ. It's going to be wild. Guys, we got a lot we're going to talk about, man. The internet is exploding. Everybody's fighting, as always. It's a beautiful thing. You love to see it. We got plenty of gaming stuff happening within the next, honestly, couple of weeks. We got a whole bunch of shows coming. We got this PlayStation State of Play happening. We got the Xbox Showcase happening. Then eventually we got the Summer Games Fest showing up as well. I'm sure Nintendo's going to rear its ugly head at some point. And yeah, it's gonna be a good time. So we're just gonna get right into the intros. No wizard today, to my knowledge, unless he shows up randomly. But I think he's on the road casting spells on white girls or something like that. So, Leon, take it away. How you doing?
I'm alive. That's got to count for something.
Not necessarily.
Last night, I feel like it does. I feel like I got a new lease on life, dude. There was a period of time last night where I saw the world like my vision got all blurry and hazy, and I saw the world through like a CRT TV with scan lines and shit. But I'm here and I'm alive, and I'm ready to talk about all this shit. 007, which you and I have talked about quite a bit behind the scenes, as well as Badger and whatnot. There's been the Steam Deck stuff. Man, today's going to be a good episode.
I believe that. Sheep, what's going on, man?
I spent the last week dying.
Oh.
Yeah, so just it's going to be a really brief recap. So on Sunday, I worked an entire shift by myself. Like nobody else was there. It was just me. So that was crazy. Then the day after, today, not today, but Monday, it was my day off, so I decided to cut the grass, and it was 80+ degrees weather, close to 90 degree actually, and I ended up exhausting myself midway through. I ended up getting sick and had an asthma attack at the same time, and I had such violent coughs throughout the rest of the week that my sternum is bruised. So that's fun. Every time I cough, it hurts, and I'm now just on recovery at this point. Yeah, that must be nice. But yeah, that's pretty much been my week. Manga of the week, however, it's gonna be Watch Dogs Tokyo.
Oh, no shit. Nice.
Oh, look at that.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
It's actually good. Did you read it?
I haven't gotten a chance to, but I like the Watch Dogs series. It kind of not the story for the first one, but I did like the gameplay, and I liked the gameplay and the story for the second one. So I'll give it the one.
We don't talk about Legion though.
We'll talk about what now?
We don't talk about Legion though.
What's that?
Watch Dogs.
No, he's saying he understands the assignment.
I apologize for my sarcasm being so strong. I know what Legion is.
Okay. I was just okay.
Hey, pull your chin up by the bootstraps or whatever it is white people say when you're facing terminal illness.
Pull your chin up by the bootstraps.
That is not what they say. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, man. So it sounds like, listen, it sounds like Sheep had a pretty bad week. And hopefully we could cheer him up. But is it as bad as Kata's week, though? Kata, how you doing? What's going on, man? Looking extra 1080p today? Extra HD? Extra, 120 hertz?
We can really see what you're watching. And now, you know, if you play games, we will know.
I feel great. Okay, it's your boy Kata, aka Khalil Too Short, aka the Fine Auntie Hunter, aka Mr. Head's hair is growing back. Look, I'm at the length that I can start brushing now. Actually,
I don't like you calling yourself the Fine Auntie Hunter when Hypno was just calling Atreus Auntie.
Oh my!
You implying that Atreus is fine?
Are you implying he's fine?
Oh,
as a man, are you implying that Atreus is fine?
All I'm saying is one man called it Auntie. You call yourself the Fine Auntie Hunter. I'm just a detective here putting together the fucking strings on the particle board and shit.
Chat is saying you're wig maxing. Is that true?
Wig maxing.
Unironically, from a profile picture that's bald. But anyway, that's fine.
Wouldn't for him, wouldn't it be weave maxing?
I mean, with hair that short, is it still a weave?
He doesn't have enough hair.
Yeah,
for
this
weave.
is my intro. All right,
wow,
we're doing
that's
good.
crazy.
We're doing good. All right. The PC is built. It's complete. It looks gorgeous.
I have a poll going. So the poll is as follows: who built Kata's PC? White boys at Geek Spot, angry teenagers at Micro Center, Mexicans at Home Depot, or Indians after stealing your credit card number? Which one is it?
Do not redeem, obviously.
That's why I voted as well.
It was none of those. It was none.
It was a Gundam.
I hate this, man. I really do. No, I did get a white guy to do it. Got a white guy to do it.
Hell yeah, white people. Where is it? Come on, Leon, you're slacking. You're slacking. Jesus, no.
Yeah, white people.
Yeah, white people. Yeah, I got a white guy to do it.
There you go, guys.
Master Gundam and
Good by
also
myself,
build Master Asia's Foon Psyche. Dude, you know how much I'd be gooning to that shit. Holy shit! I mean, what?
Jesus Christ, man. Can't keep getting away with this. Chat was 47% right, 48% right, actually. Sorry.
Yeah,
Good job,
it was a white
chat.
boy.
Good job.
White
Good
boy
job.
did it. He did a good job, though. He did a good job. So appreciate it. Appreciate it. We're there.
Hell yeah. So that means that
got
you'll finally stop making excuses for your first-person shooter capabilities?
Hold on now. I never made excuses.
You sure?
I never made excuses. Never.
Okay.
I heard
right.
playing.
Why is
We'll
she
see.
here?
I don't know. The
'Cause
comments
unlike
keep
you, she
asking
actually
that.
adds
I
to the
don't
content.
have an answer. Okay.
Fuck.
I'm just kidding. Atreus, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Well, my AC is back working. So I can get back to making content. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. I refuse to make content under those conditions. You know, so yeah, we're back and still haven't acquired an AP yet. So if there's anybody in the chat that wants to, you know, help your boy out.
You want to show off your most recent build? Let's see your progress so far. Look at that.
You know how Sheep has manga of the
looks
week?
so
You should have Gundam of the
excited.
week.
Oh yeah, you should.
I got nigga facts, and now you trying to give me Gundams of the week?
Is that,
Yes, because I want to keep you poor. That's
Which,
what the smart people do.
Which Gundam is that?
I'm black. You don't have to keep me poor. I do that on my own.
Government does.
True.
It's which one is it? It is
You don't even know the Gundam he's building.
the Avalanche. Shut up.
Fucking tourist.
The Avalanche Exia. So
Oh,
yeah.
Exia. Okay, yeah. I
Exia.
thought it looked familiar because I
Got
got
random Gundams all over his goddamn room, man. Look at this shit. The
Together.
Gundam in the background.
Is there any particular like Gundam, you know, that you like to build? Like, I don't know, what do they call it? Like series? Any particular Gundam series
And
that
you can see Shockwave, the greatest transformer ever.
Nice.
Top of-
It can't be if that's the Michael Bay version.
I would,
so it can't
I
be.
would say my favorite Gundams to build are the Crossbones.
What about you, Atreus? What's your favorite Gundams? Specifically.
You're muted, by the way.
He's not muted. He's just questioning the answer. Because he is
I
a
have a
tourist.
nigga.
It's time for the Negro fact of the day, you goddamn coons!
Wait, so you don't watch Gundam at all? I'm confused.
How you kick her? Kick her.
I don't
You
fucking
can't.
know.
No. She has a good point.
There's people that play the Pokemon
Why do we have
card
women
game
on
that
this
don't watch
panel?
Pokemon.
Look,
I
I've
get
been
asked
asking
that
that
for
question
me personally,
every week.
For me personally, I'm pretty sure I have ADHD. I have no fucking idea. I feel like I do. I can't concentrate on anything worth shit. If I can concentrate, and if I could build Gundams because I could concentrate, I would exclusively build G Gundam models. Like, because G Gundam is my
G
favorite.
Gundam's really cool.
Fucking dope as shit. They have some of the most retarded Gundam designs.
Oh,
But
they
then the
absolutely
good
do.
ones are amazing. Like freaking
You're losing him, Cassie.
Master
You're losing him.
Gundam. Oh my god. Dragon
I think you
Gundam
were
is
the-
fucking amazing.
Burning
Gundam
is one of my favorites,
Maxter is also amazing. I mean, obviously God Gundam and all
God
that.
Gundam
shit.
for certain. Yeah. I like when you build God Gundam and he's got the he's got
He
like
has
the,
no
the
idea.
ring behind him.
Like I said, I would love to see Atreus build a Master Gundam and actually build his the Foon Psyche Gundam as well. That'd be amazing.
Actually, this is Master Great. So
That wasn't Leon either.
No, it wasn't. Can you put him back up full screen again, real quick? Just
Hey,
there we go.
yo.
Need to get that for Wizard. Need
Yo.
to get that for Wizard.
Wiz is going to do some magic work with that one.
Yeah, I love it
Um,
already.
Well, that's awesome, Atreus. What else you got going on outside of a working air conditioner?
oh, nothing. Now that my AC is working, well, I'll save it for my
How's the
channel.
Halo Infinite coming along?
I've been playing it. You haven't.
Yeah, because I have no
Oh.
fucking time.
Ooh.
So,
Oh, man, now
I
the excuses
can't-
come. That's-
You don't want me to get good at that game. It won't take me very long.
I need you to get good at this game because I want to get back to Onyx rank like I was before.
Guys, do you know how YouTubers use like red arrows in their thumbnails all the time?
Yes.
I think that all YouTubers should replace those red arrows with Atreus's nose because when he does that face,
Wow.
his nose turns into this. Yeah, look at the arrow. Look at the bro, you're pointing at everything and everything.
Yo, it
bro.
is pretty sharp, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. You gotta. That's why they picked the black man for Severus Snape, because he has a pretty pointed nose. So that makes sense.
I'm gonna start calling you Jutreus.
It's known as an Aqualine nose. I have one as well. It's like I like to refer to it as my eagle beak, because my nose is kind of pointed.
Eagle beak is crazy.
Jutreus.
Sebi, what do you got going on?
Hello. Excited to be here. Let's see. I've been playing 007. I know we'll talk about that. So far I really
Fucking
like it.
grifter.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And I am so close. I think I have 2 more achievements to go on Lara Croft before I have to go and do the co-op stuff. So I'm getting there. I'm so excited. That's what I've been doing.
Raider?
Yeah. I've been obsessed. I'm really trying, but I hate the fact that I'm forced to play co-op to get 100% because that's gay.
Stop
Kinda how
playing
it
another
goes.
JDA rage.
I finished. Sure, why not?
Yeah, do it right now.
I finished Pragmata today, so that's good.
Nice.
Got that done.
That's
Fun
a
game.
good game.
Fun game. I want a
Great
sequel.
game.
Sequel. Give me a
Mhm.
sequel.
Yeah,
I've been
it was
arguing
really
with people
fun.
online about
I love
Bleach
it.
and other anime.
I
So-
saw that. I think I liked like 1 or 2 posts that popped up. What else you got going on, Seb? Anything?
Nope, that's it. I'll work on recording a new video and hopefully that'll come out next week or at the latest next Monday or something like that, or the weekend. So I'll be working on that.
Perfect. Cassie, what you got going on?
Well, I've been playing the hell out of Forza Horizon 6. It's been a lot of fun. It's just perfect for work, as long as I don't play online, because then if I have to like step
Yeah.
away, it's like, oh well, that's fucked. But that's been really cool. I started playing Bubsy 4D on stream, and that, dude, if you're missing out on like 3D platformers, that one's actually got a lot of character to it. I enjoy the fuck out of it.
I really
think
want to
I'm
play
gonna-
that.
Yeah,
Even
this
better.
week, is going to be a huge week for anybody who's a gaming YouTuber, really, with all these, Summer Game Fest events and stuff. So I figure I'll play that at the back end of any live stream that I happen to finish kind of on the early side. We'll continue playing that, so that's cool. I also got to beta test NBA The Run a little bit, and
Speaking of
don't know.
beta, Kata, turn your camera back on.
oh my god, yeah, I wasn't feeling it too tough. Admittedly, so I don't really recognize any modern players besides like Steph Curry and LeBron James, who refuses to fucking retire already. Like, get your old ass the fuck up out of there.
Mhm.
So I'm not really drawn to it, admittedly so, but I don't know, it kind of felt basic. If you want like a basic sort of wannabe NBA street, I guess that's kind of pretty much what it is, but nothing really, I don't know, spectacular about it or good about it. It's kind of just mediocre, at least judging by the playtest. But yeah, I'm really happy to be here. Hope everyone is having a wonderful weekend.
Real quick, just because I was getting ready for the topics and stuff, Steam Deck's back in stock. I just realized that it's actually available for purchase. Wasn't that just out of stock the other day?
Yeah, like 2 days ago. Yeah, that's really
Wow.
quick for being out of stock.
Yeah, I think they're
Unless it was
they're
not really-
purposely. No, it's not really out of stock. They're purposely
Yeah.
fucking around.
That's what I think.
Interesting. Scalpers got this shit. They must be sick. They got this shit online for like $1,400 now. Scalpers, from what I saw.
Shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I hope nobody's actually buying this outside of scalpers.
Considering
because
how fast they put it back in stock, I feel like they were just fucking around the first time.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Before we get into the content proper, will you do me a favor and share my screen? Because I got something for you.
Oh no.
This is cute.
This is
New
never
new
good.
waifu just dropped, by the way. Busty police girl rom-com. Coming
Oh
out.
my god. Jiggle physics like
There
crazy.
we go, dude. Coming out January this year. Just saying, new waifu battle made.
But Leon, how old is she though?
Cartoons are ageless, my friend.
No. Where's
she's
her
a
where's
cop?
her ID, Leon?
If she's a cop, she's clearly of age.
That's
that's
not
just gonna be a
true. I don't know. I'm trying to make up all the fucking bullshit I hear online all the time.
More that way I can. There you go.
Yeah, you got to
I just
bookmark
want
that
to
up
say,
there. No.
if you live
Wow.
near a SWAT store, just call up your local Atreus and let me know.
What?
How much coke did you do before the show?
As much as it takes to build a Gundam. Because clearly we learned one thing over the weekend. Black people can't build shit. That we definitely learned. Anyway. All right, boys.
Like Mike.
How's it feel to have longer beard hair than the hair on the top of your head?
If you live in New York, please DM me on Discord.
Hey, yo, boys.
I almost said it.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
You won't say it.
Guys, yeah, definitely don't do that.
Porter Jewin.
Guys, man, come on, get the games. What do you got, Sebi? Sebi, we're just gonna get get Sebi done first because she's got all the games. So let's just get her done and then move on.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I got gifted 007 in New Blackstreet.
Oh my god.
Whatever.
I was playing it, so it's not here.
Leon, close your ears, bro. Sebi, just start an OF already, bro. You could be a fucking millionaire. All right.
Yeah, hun, don't please.
Sorry, Leon. I told you close your ears. I'm sorry. Business, man.
I'm deaf in one ear, and I still felt that. Like.
Anyway,
right,
go ahead.
Notaku gave me Space Hulk Deathwing Enhanced Edition. So thank you for that. This Warhammer. And
bro, Jesus fuck.
Gave me Forza Horizon 6 and he gave me the premium edition.
Oh my god.
So gay.
He said, here's Sevi, and don't worry, I got you covered for GTA 6 when he comes, and Leon too. Well, there you go, Leon. I guess he's covering you as well. Thank you, Lawrence, for that.
Wow.
And then I got Crash Out Crew from Lawrence Knight again. So thank you. And I got Peel a Banana.
Oh my god,
Leon
this game's so much fun. Play it.
Fill you on this lore. So thank you, Saint
When
Hugo,
I
so
tell
much.
you, my jaw is literally like on the ground right now. Anyway, go ahead.
And
Look
I
at all
got
these
Nobody
games.
Wants to Die. And then he says, this one's for you, Hypno.
Bullshit. I know so many Muslim terrorists.
There you go. There you go.
That's crazy. All right, let's compare. We're gonna go with Leon next. All right.
Well, shout out to Lawrence. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Here, Leon, this thing.
Okay, that's fair.
You're
That's
right.
fair.
Shout out. Thank you.
That's
You're a
fair.
Good woman. Do your best to keep her. I'm gonna do my best. Shout out. Thank you, Lawrence.
He
Also-
gave you the gay game. Sorry. go
Oh
ahead.
fuck! He gave me the gay game. You're
Sorry, I had
right.
somebody had to do it. I'm sorry, go ahead.
And then also Lawrence, also
Oh.
Crash Out Crew, dude. Thank you, truly appreciated. Then we got they keep coming in. So the Seinfeld game, a game about nothing. With this, you can always triply claim that you've played nothing when deployed wisely. Thank you. Shout out, Caleb, my man with the plan, the IRL Wesker. All right, old man Jank, human milk seller. Not only because you almost died from hot sauce, but also because you're gay. So it's 2 for 1, like you like. This fucking clown, bro. And then last but not least, I just added this to my wish list a couple days ago. Ruined Nurse. Sorry, no tranny or gay games today. I'm A-okay with that crazy ad. This is a ridiculous, like Resident Evil Silent Hill-esque Gooner game clone, but it's not super Goonie or super Resident Evil. I was watching like 30 minutes of gameplay from it, and this game looks ridiculous. I can't wait to play it. So shout out. Thank you, Crazy Ed.
Yeah, Crazy Ed gifted me another game that I already got as I was accepting it, so I declined it, but I said thank you. So thank you, Crazy Ed.
Very nice. Very nice. Who else? Let's see. Kato, what we got?
Oh my god, yo!
No!
It's too late now.
That's so smart.
No!
Smart.
Bro,
Smart.
this is a class 10 fucking insult right here.
Damn.
Wow, this is
How dare
top
you give
level
him after the
shit.
You're
This
muted,
is-
Kata.
No, he's just felt it.
I think
okay,
he's
don't worry
saying,
about
I
it.
love this. I'm so excited.
You're muted, bro.
That new computer ain't working out too good, huh?
No, apparently it's not. Oh, you're gay? Oh, wow, Kita. Okay. Well, I'm so glad that you could come out live.
What is he looking at?
He's playing Batman. He's playing Batman.
Is that Lego Batman?
Muted.
It
That's Lego Batman in your bro.
Yeah, you need this game, homie.
Yeah. Apparently, you very, very clearly need this.
I guess he's gonna stay muted. All right, just accept it, Kata. You're muted. Stop screaming.
He's saying, "I know. I can't help myself. I'm black."
Oh my god, yo, that's crazy. Holy
And he's
shit.
gone. He's gone. All right, Atreus, go ahead. Go ahead. That's funny.
Thank you to Frostpunk.
You got Frostpunk again? Didn't you get this shit last week?
He forgot to accept it. He
be
forgot to accept it.
God.
That's crazy, bro.
No, this might be old then. Backrooms. Thank you, Mr. Rouge.
Hell yeah. Backroom sounds kind of gay, but okay.
Love Shop Simulator, the plug it in shop. May your dreams come true. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to say may your dreams come true. Thank you for that.
Checks out.
All right. And then finally, I got Vampire from Crazy Ed. Thank you for Vampire. I appreciate that. I will accept this.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Thanks.
Very cool. Subsidian.
I got a milk run from Old Man Jank. He says, "Please don't hurt me. You're good, bro. Promise you, you're good." There we go. And then I got Vampire from Crazy Ed as well. So
nice.
That's nice. Appreciate that.
Thank you for saying it correctly, by the way, Sheep.
Oh, Vampire.
Yeah, Vampire.
Not vampire.
No, there's no E at the end, so
Pyre.
There's that. Appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it.
And Cassie, what do you got?
Ooh,
Okay,
gift me a Plague Tale Innocence.
There you go. You got
Thank
it.
so
You
much,
got it.
my guy.
What
I
the
appreciate
fuck?
that.
I actually played Plague Tale. It's pretty decent.
Yep. My wife likes
yeah?
the first one. She didn't like the second one though.
I didn't play the second one.
Appreciate it, homie.
We can hear you now, Kita.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid, dude. I pressed the mute button on my controller and it muted my whole system.
Wow.
That's what happens when you play games when you're supposed to be here.
Why is she here? I don't understand. I just
Damn.
don't get it.
Entertainment value.
But
and
thank
for the
you,
male gaze.
Eric
He's
Jenkins.
here to get the games, bro. She's just here to get the bag
that's
and
all
leave.
you're here for is to get all the games. You know, I'm over here getting gifted fucking PC gaming simulator. Like it's too late now, nigga. It's already done.
I wouldn't mind that game. I like that. I
Thank
like
you.
building simulators like that.
But for the next time.
Yeah,
And,
for the next
uh,
Yeah, in 4 years, you can afford another one.
I have to refresh because apparently I got something else. Hey, Crazy Ed with the
Nice.
Shadow.
Yo, Crazy is a
Mordor.
beast, man.
Great games.
What a fucking
Nice.
gangster, bro.
These are great games, bro.
That's awesome.
This is a good gift.
of them.
This is a good gift. This is what I'm talking about. These are the kind of games I need to be getting gifted. What the fuck?
Whoa. Whoa.
What's
Love
the comment
Shop
say?
Simulator.
All the feet to play with.
Run
Okay,
your own
there you
love
go.
Shop in this quirky first-person simulator, stock 30+ products. You know what? Actually, I will accept that. Well,
Yeah,
He's
that's what I thought. I'm about
He
to be like,
has feet.
isn't that what you want?
you know what? That's
Come on,
not
man.
Please
Uh,
send him more feet.
All right, let me go through mine real quick. We got P. Drake. I saw this id Software Retro Legend on your wish list. Enjoy. Commander Keen. I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Man.
Got the Commander Keen complete pack, which comes with Invasion of Vorticons Episode 1, Marooned on Mars, etc., all the way, through Episode 3. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Oh, man, Jake, you just deserve this gem. Can't wait for the review. Monkey Milk. You're going to be waiting a long time, brother. Monkey Milk.
Yo.
Thank you, sir. Your monkey must collect fruit to process into delicious beverages while avoiding not-so-friendly creatures. Sounds like every day at Atlanta. Let's do that. And then Crazy Ed says, now to can try to escape and fail together with Leon and Sevi. Backrooms escape together.
Nice.
Well, if anybody's ever seen Sevi play a co-op game, you already know that she will be the first one to die, and she'll be dying by herself.
It's
she'll
funny.
be in some corner.
As someone who's been playing this with Seb pretty much every night, and she's beaten this game before, and yet somehow I'm still outliving her frequently.
Yeah.
She gets so scared playing this game. It's great.
Thank you, Crazy Ed. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to
It's a
Crazy Ed.
scary game.
Sleeping Nova, Final Drop, Boss Man, Damon X Machina, Titanic Scion, Into the Abyss.
Hell
Bro,
yeah.
you keep gifting this shit to me. It's gonna make me want to play this game like sooner.
Oh yeah.
And I'm trying to get through as many games as possible. But thank you, man. I appreciate it. I cannot wait, Sleeping Nova. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. All right, we're caught up there. Let's go through supers, man. Mr. Blue says people are always surprised to find out that I actually know a lot of jokes in sign language. I guarantee you that nobody has ever heard them. Ooh woo.
Oh. Yo,
thank you, sir. Captain Killer Guns with a 2. Yo, Kata, do not redeem. Do not redeem. He's gone. Sky with a 2. How'd the computer build go, Kata? He's gone. Creators Freedom with a 2. Dust and clean your home once a month. Mold grows. That's accurate. Rolando for 10 months says, damn, Atreus a Taurus. Who would have thought? Oof. Damn. It's rough. Thank you. 10 months. Forgotten Vet with a 20. Hail Sevi. Hello, Hypnotic in chat. Well, at least I didn't get forgotten this time. Thank you, Forgotten Vet. Ironically, I appreciate that. The 20. Cool Gamer 4.0 for 1 month. Hello, Sevi. I think we're starting to see who's gifting these games. All right, respectfully, I think we're starting to see it. Arepa with a 2. G Gundam, our best designs are international based. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Jimmy Collins with a 5. I knew I could count on you, Cassie. Shining Gundam is OP. Keep it 100, girl.
Hell yeah.
There you go. Notice how all the comments are for the women? I'm just saying. Benjamin with a 5. Atreus, does your Aquilin nose... Wait, what? Aquilin nose give you better snorting capabilities? Hello, chat. Hello, panel and Pirate Software.
It does.
Pirate Software.
No, but it makes it easier to make a woman come when you're eating pussy.
This is a Wendy's, sir. This is a Wendy's.
Better if you're talking about eating pussy, better a Wendy's than a burger.
Holy shit.
I'm just saying,
Wow.
this is a
It's
Wendy's,
like
sir.
Points,
You could keep it for New Black Street,
and
perhaps.
points, and then rubs. You get what I'm saying?
Wow, thanks. Thank you, Ben.
Couldn't catch on the first time, motherfucker. Like, really?
You couldn't just say it's because of your lineage of fucking doing crack and coke.
Oh my god.
Empty-headed 199. Hey, Atreus, ever thought about trying Zoid models?
Ooh, Zoids are
Zoids
so
are great.
cool. The Liger Zero
Liger
models
Zero
are
is
so
great.
amazing.
Empty-headed. You know something, don't you? You know something.
At least
Dude,
somebody does.
I always did want the blue Liger Zero and the orange Liger Zero. I can't remember
Oh
the.
my gosh, bro.
They're so
Kick her,
fucking
kick her,
cool.
'cause my money is already leaving my fucking wallet. Just kick her.
I would like to remind everybody, by the way, Atreus was all like several months ago, and when I get this new job, bro, you gotta understand, I'm gonna help y'all with y'all's grip because you've done so much for me. Not
Yeah,
a
right.
single damn super chat since he got this new job. He's spending it all on fucking Gundams.
God.
Notice how that's very consistent. That's very consistent, right? Think about it. BLM, right? BLM said all the money we're raising, we're going to put back into black communities, and well, it actually went to white mansions. So there's that.
I find that interesting,
Tracks.
considering the fact that I'm pretty sure I was speaking about my YouTube channel when I said I was going to do that, which has caved. So I don't know what you're talking about. I don't. How the hell I'm going to do that? And I got bills. First of all, you got.
You remember I saying on bills to pay, and you stopped because you're spending all your money on Gundams? Don't think we didn't talk that.
because my landlord requires Gundams on display.
Oh, sure.
You get a tax credit when you put, much like Nvidia gives you $25,000 a year for putting a data center on your yard. If I display Gundams, I'll get food stamps.
What is
Chat,
this?
I just want to be very clear. He's building the Gundams on stream so that he can claim he did it for work and then write it off on his taxes. That's what he's doing. That's the real grift right
Wow, that's insane. Holy shit.
there. Great Ape with a 5. Hypno. Raw pineapple pizza. Knack well done steak. Are you okay? Are you having a stroke?
I think he's doing an Atreus impression right now.
Lamper, Wookie, Chewbacca, Hanger. Bro, there's no TTS on SNH, bro. I think he was hoping there was, but there isn't. Thank you for the 5. Toxin, 22 months. The governor of New York said black kids in the Bronx don't know what the word computer is. Kata did not help debunk that.
That's accurate.
That's fair.
Don't care.
That's fair.
Don't care.
Single-handedly getting Democrats elected again. Thanks, buddy.
Alucard with a 5. As a black man, I'm always the first to die in games, so I get it, Sebi.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I get bullied a lot.
Yeah, it's. I wish I was getting bullied. Jeez, man, Forza for free. You know, like every other game for free. I know the chat's gonna be like, but we do gift you. That's besides the point. That's besides the point. Okay. Anyway, Demon Carol with a 5. Seeing the animations on X of the Zoids game concept makes want to bully the dude into making a game like the Dino Blade dude.
Yeah.
Isn't that game coming out or did it not come out yet?
Dude.
Dino Blade.
I remember having the Zoids game on the GameCube back in the day.
Oh my God, Cass. She's a real one. She's
Yo,
a
that
real
shit
one.
was heat. I had so much fun with that damn game.
Cryptic Manga with a 5. Atreus hates Legos but builds Gundams. Kind of the same thing.
Oh my God! Do not reignite this.
Comes.
Do not.
Here
We
it
have.
comes.
That's what we
For the
said
last
last
fucking
time.
It's not the same.
For
Stop
the last
the same.
time, stop comparing Gundam to that faggoty Lego shit.
Whoa!
Dude.
Sir,
Whoa.
sir, this is a Wendy's.
Dude.
You don't drop that here, sir. Thank you.
When these nuts drag on your face.
Jesus Christ. You owe me $100 super chat now, you son of a bitch. Jesus.
Okay.
Cryptic, thank you for the 5.
Yeah, but do you accept super chats in the form of Gundams?
Jeez, every fucking time it's always SNH. I swear to God. At least it wasn't Cassie this time. Camchi with a 2. I'm sending a link on chat for this banger music, baby. That's great. We're gonna delete it because no links in chat. Adair Sota with a 2, sir. This is a Wendy, not Burger King. Thank you, Adair. Arepa with a 2. I had a motorized Liger 0 as a kid.
Oh, that's awesome.
Very nice. Summer Days 189 as a black in all caps. I built 3 PCs, no problem. It's just Chim Chim.
Congratulations.
It makes sense.
Hypno's Dog with a 2. Alucard is black. What? Yeah, I didn't know that either. There you go. Valkyria Winter with a 2. Food time. There you go. Mr. Rich Low Pitch with a 2. Man's doing what he can to avoid taxes. Respect. That is true. That is true. He didn't learn that from anybody black though. Somebody white taught him that.
No,
I think
somebody
Leon taught him that. What?
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Over on Rumble, let's catch up on Rumble. Then we're gonna get into the content, boys. We got Torno with a 2. Hashtag smoke detector battery fund. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Deidre Connick with the membership. Thank you, sir. Abhorrent Soul with the membership. I appreciate that. And I think there's one more. Genetic Explorer with $1. I like empanadas. I don't know. Rumble's Hypno TTS still works. Must be a YouTube problem. Must be. Oh, shit. Wait, we got more that came in. Holy shit. Demon Carol with a 2. Atreus can buy that 12K Gundam instead of a Red Boy. Or he can give me a Red Boy in case my channel gets down for a couple days thanks to him. One of the two. Seeing GG with a 2 with titties. Thank you. Appreciate that. Final Twin with a 10. Stanford School of Medicine put out a game on Steam called Teaching Gender Affirming Care. It crashes a lot and is very woke. High learning has fallen. Defund them all.
Honestly, I love the idea that it crashes a lot because that is the actual real DEI. You know they hired some like trannies to come in and code it that don't know how to code, so the game is poorly optimized.
They gotta keep it somewhat accurate, you know. They gotta keep it accurate. Thank you, Final Twin with the 10. St. Hugo with a 5. Building a Gundam compared to Lego is like mixtape compared to Factorio. I guess. I suppose. Which one's mixtape and which one's Factorio, though?
I don't know, but anyone else just catch the Deathstroke fit on Atreus? Like, I didn't realize it was just now. He's decked out in all the fucking like black and orange.
Yeah.
Did tell Jizz with a 2 Atreus. This is Wendy's, not a black Denny's. I mean, at this point, dropping words like that is a fucking Waffle House. He got this shit all confused. Cryptic Manga with a 2 Atreus. Learned from Dr. Umar. True. Seen GG with a 2. Bypassing censorship. And there you go. And then Camchi with a 2 says, at least check out Starlight Billy Ep. There you go. Episode.
Please tell me you just said Ep as a joke.
Why not? Why can't I say Ep?
You know what? Let's just move on.
Let's do that. And then, oh no, we're caught up on Rumble. Okay. Damn, we got almost 60 people watching on Rumble. Shout out to you guys. All right, guys, listen, we are all caught up, boys. Let's get into the content. And we are going to start off with the bad news. Okay, we're going to start off with the bad news. It got a lot of people emotional this week. And we're not talking about 007. We're talking about the Steam Deck, boys. We got to talk about Steam Deck. We got to talk about Valve. We got to talk about the nonsense that's going on with Steam as a whole, with their insane pricing that they decided to come out with for their Steam Deck. Now, a lot of people have many opinions about this, and we're going to get into all of them. But in case you guys don't know what's happening, maybe, you know, this is the first time you're hearing about it. Steam has risen the price of their Steam Deck up to $300 for their top model, the OLED 1 terabyte model. $300, which means it goes to about $950 for this device. Now, keep in mind the Steam Deck's a few years old now. It's already aging, in my opinion. I've said it many times that the Steam Deck is just incapable of running a lot of some of the, you know, I guess you could say for the past like year or two, more recent modern games, it kind of struggles a bit. Not that you can't do it, but it's definitely starting to show its age, in my opinion. I kind of use it for your, you know, your side scrollers, your more less graphically intensive video games, or just to be honest with you, some of the more graphically intensive older games, because those seem to be optimized better and they run better. You know, I play Wolfenstein. I'm playing Wolfenstein right now on it, and I'm playing the fuck was the other one? Wolfenstein and BioShock Remastered. So I'm playing both of those games right now, and they look gorgeous on the Steam Deck. They look amazing on the Steam Deck. But you try to play a modern game that's graphically intensive now, and it's usually not that great. Even well, what's the one I installed recently? Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined. I installed it on the Steam Deck. It definitely runs okay. Like, you could get good FPS on it, but graphically it's like awful. Like, it's completely stripped. But anyway, so, you know, the machine is definitely showing its age. But, you know, now the Steam Deck is almost $1,000, which tells me a couple things. Number one, it tells me all the other handhelds are absolutely going to get a price increase too. It's only a matter of time, especially some of the ones that are just way.
What is there besides Steam Deck and Switch?
ROG Ally.
You got the ROG Ally X is going to be the one.
No. What actual ones are there besides the Switch and the Steam Deck? ROG Ally is not real. Nobody believes that.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Leon, like the Steam Deck doesn't really sell. Yeah. I don't know if you know that, but like the Steam Deck, it only has sold about 3 to 4 million units in its lifetime.
Yeah, no, I do know. Which is part of me understands that the other part of me is shocked by that.
I'm really not, because the Steam Deck, people don't seem to realize, like, the Steam Deck is an additive, right? So like the Steam Deck, most people that have the Steam Deck are using it as an additive to either their PC, most people, or something else. Like, most people don't utilize the Steam Deck as their only thing. Like with the Switch, a lot of people use the Switch because they're like Nintendo fans. Maybe that's all they want to play or whatever. But like with the Steam Deck, almost everybody is using it as some form of like, well, if I can't play on my PC, then I'll just be able to play my PC games on the go. So like it's an additive to what you already have. So naturally, it's not going to reach that kind of, I guess, mass appeal. I think the Steam machine will probably be more mass appeal within the ecosystem of Steam. But anyway, so just to kind of like open up the floor, I mean, you know, have your thoughts on it, but you know, almost $1,000 for even their OLED 1 terabyte. I think it's insane. Personally, I understand why it's happening. It's the same shit that everybody else always says, market conditions, all that stuff. I get that, but I mean, $300 fucking dollars. Like you jumped up more than everybody else. Granted, you were the last ones to do it, but still, like you jumped up well above everybody else, and for a handheld on top of that. I mean, sound off. Whoever wants to go first, speak your mind about this.
I think that's insane. I mean, that's way too much money for the Steam Deck. Like, I could understand if it was the Steam machine. You know, it's new, it's brand new. There's more hype to it. But for something that's already been there, I don't see the rationale behind it. I don't. I don't know. I mean, I have a Steam Deck myself, but when I got it, it was a gift. It wasn't like I went out and bought it. I don't know.
To be kind of clear here, the reasoning behind the Steam Deck's prices jumping, it's not as deceptive as the phrase marketing conditions. It's that the price for parts has gone up, so they're charging people more, basically to match the price, to match prices for parts essentially. So it's not like what Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft do, where they say, you know, market conditions or this, that, and the other, blah, blah. No, it's just flat out, just the parts are becoming expensive. It's becoming more of a hindrance, I would say, a financial hindrance for them to keep the Steam Deck as it is. So as opposed to discontinuing it, I guess they just jumped the price.
Steam let the Steam Deck stay out of stock for like 4 months. They should have kept it that way. To reintroduce the Steam Deck in stock and, you know, hit the price, jack the price up by that much. Like, get the fuck out of here. You should have just left it out of stock like it was for already like 4 months now. It's a joke. Honestly, it's disgusting. All these companies really, in the grand scheme of things, are disgusting. It's not excluding Steam, but yeah, at this point, none of these companies, you know, they don't care. They're just going to sell something for outrageous cost. And to sell a Steam Deck's really nice at you know, depending on what model you want, between like the $300 and $500 price range. Anything more than that, it's fucking ridiculous. And I really do. The best thing I could hope for in this whole situation is that only scalpers are buying the Steam Deck, and that they hopefully will be fucked in the end sitting with them. I would love to see that outcome come out of this, but I hope that nobody's actually spending money and you're getting robbed if you choose to buy this system. Like, and I'm not here to tell people what to do with their money, but like, that's insane. Like,
scalpers definitely bought it though, like, because you see it on eBay and there's listings everywhere. I think they're being listed for like $1,400 for an OLED 1 terabyte. So scalpers definitely bought it up. You know, I'm curious about this though, because I feel like Valve had some Steam Decks in stock for a while, but they purposely held this shit out of stock for a long time because they saw where things were going. And I wouldn't be surprised if they had some Steam Decks that were already built, that they were waiting till the price announcement. And then now, like, because these Steam Decks were probably built before the cost increase. Whatever happens afterwards, But and I saw somebody in the chat asking if they're sold out. They're not. They're available for sale right now. They were sold out the other day, but they're available for sale right now. You can buy a Steam Deck right now. Yeah. So
it was reported like a couple of weeks ago that there was a massive Steam shipment, and everyone was assuming that it was a Steam machine. Likely, it's probably just a bunch of Steam Decks, I would think.
Yeah.
You think so? Really? Yeah.
It wouldn't. I mean, it makes sense at least.
Are they classified as consoles on shipments, or are they classified as handhelds? I don't know, to be honest with you.
I don't know either, to be real with you, but that's my best guess given the timeline of events.
That actually makes a lot of sense. I forgot about that. Holy shit, you're right. Wow. Yeah, maybe that was Steam Decks after all. And again, I want people to understand, like, I love my Steam Deck. I use it all the time, like literally every day. But it was already getting expensive as it was at whatever $650, whatever it was. That was already an insane price in my opinion to pay. But I was like, I'm willing to do it because I have a big Steam library. Like, Steam's all I play, so I'm all for it. It's been a nice addition. I justified it in my head. But like almost $1,000 fucking dollars is crazy, man. And I understand where Sheep's coming from, parts and all that stuff. But it's the same thing that all the other companies are saying too. Now, just to be, fully transparent, I also understand that Steam doesn't have the level of infrastructure and subsidization that some of these other companies have, like PlayStation, Nintendo, and Microsoft, where these are much bigger companies, public companies. They have contracts for days with multiple different manufacturers. Steam doesn't exactly have that, so their pricing and what's available to them behind the scenes, it's not going to be as aggressive as, let's say, some of these other companies and what they have access to. But I still think $300 is insane. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's me, but like if they would have told me $100 or $150 at the most, I'd be like, all right, whatever. I get it. I still think it's crazy, but I get it considering what everybody else is doing. And Steam's handheld was always more expensive than, say, like a Switch, right? It was usually like $100 to $150 more than a Switch. So considering the library that you get and what you can actually do with it, because there's a lot of things you could do with it outside of just standard playing video games, I was like, all right, kind of makes sense. But I don't know, man. 300 is just, that's a lot. I think it's wild. But anybody else want to chime in? Even if you disagree, go for it.
I think you all are a bunch of brokies. That's what I think. I think you guys are brokies. You can't afford anything. And
don't you guys have phones us?
He literally pulled a blizzard.
I just think, you guys complain about everything. You complain about not owning your games. despite the fact that they're not your games, they're mine. You're broke. Get a real job. Stop being a grifter, and just pay the fucking money because we deserve it. And if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't have these options. So just spend the fucking money, brokey. There's a song by the rapper Lotto. You should listen to it. Brokey. Every last one of you. You should be ashamed of yourself.
You know what's crazy? I'm gonna get a comment on this stream after it finishes going live that somebody's gonna take you very seriously, and I'm gonna get a fucking novel written about how much you're an asshole and you're disconnected from reality and all this shit. You realize that, right, sir?
Who says I'm not serious, brokey?
Yeah, can we kick him?
You're basically the black Pokemon.
God damn it! I was waiting for him to stop talking before I made the Pokemon reference. God damn it!
Yeah, can we kick him?
Can we kick Real Gray Ghost? Yeah, get him out of here.
I mean, the sad reality is we know, obviously we know Atreus is joking, but there's always going to be that one dumb bitch that says that stupid shit. And we all know that that type of person either is, pretend flexing that they buy all this bullshit when they don't, or they are legitimately broke because they don't know how to manage their money properly. Yeah, like
and severely
people,
credit card debt.
Absolutely. 100%.
PlayStation boys do that a lot.
You guys can't afford Gundams. You can't afford Steam Decks. You know what? It's just a bunch of broke.
I literally have 5 Gundams here. What are you talking? Like this guy, bro. I swear to God. Anyway, I hate this guy. I swear. So no, in all seriousness, okay. So with all this being said, now let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is all right. Steam Deck's $950. Okay. Yep. Steam Machine. What is that going to be now?
Jesus.
What is that? Because I want to be very clear.
Way more expensive.
When we were talking about the Steam Machine at first, I said that was going to be $1,000, and y'all said I was crazy.
I agree. In fact, I said I bet the higher up model would be as high as 12.
If you were a real gamer and a real grifter, you wouldn't even need to see the price tag. You would just buy it.
Okay, 100. I will kick Atreus for 1 minute for every $100. So if we can start racking up Red Boys, I'll kick Atreus and it'll be all good. It'll be all good. No, seriously, how much do you think the fucking Steam Machine's gonna be now? Like, are we reconsidering pricing now? What the fuck is this, bro?
No, so I actually
it's Domon Kashu.
I wish Wizard were here for this because he's the finance guy. But my thought process behind the Steam Machine is that they need, because this isn't just an additive to your library like the Steam Deck is, right? The Steam Machine needs to, at least for opening numbers, sell well, so they've got stuff so that they can market further. I know they only market within their own ecosystem. My point is it needs to have good, strong initial sales numbers to get even more people within the ecosystem or outside the ecosystem, whichever, to continue to sell more. Not only that, but the manufacturing and whatnot was probably done prior to all these increases. So I think out the gate, we're still going to see a relatively, I mean, I'm still assuming the Wow. There's reports that it's actually as low as 650. I didn't buy those for a moment, but I do still think that the Wow probably going to be correct. Now, is that going to get an increase later when it inevitably sells out of stock and they need to get parts again and start building new ones? Yeah, I think that's entirely possible. But out the gate, I think we're going to see a pretty average number for the Steam Machine.
Well, keep in mind, Steam Deck obviously has an OLED screen, so that's a pretty decent cost, right? So take that away, and you're saving some money that you could apply to the power of the Steam Machine. So, I think what ultimately is going on here is the Steam Deck is there with the price increase that we're seeing in order to reduce the sticker shock that we all know is coming with the Steam Machine. I think that's part of the plan, in my opinion.
I just don't know. Like, so what Sheep said earlier is 100% true. Whether we like it or not, it's true. We can disagree, and frankly, I think this is a bad business decision. I think they should probably just eat the cost. But he is correct in that the cost of parts are going up. We all understand how capitalism works, and capitalism is a great fucking thing when governments aren't in there fucking it all up. Letting the free hand of the market, it's supposed to be free. It's not free, but letting the free hand of the market decide. So parts are going up, which means the cost of manufacturing is going to go up, and that's going to be translated to the consumer as well. Because ain't no goddamn company going to take a loss on, unless you're Sega making the Dreamcast, take a loss on hardware in order to pump up the software sales, which Steam would get. They can actually, Steam is one of the few companies that can afford to take these hardware losses because they're absolutely going to make it up in software sales, but they're not doing that. That being said, I don't think that I still think that they're going to need to see strong initial opening numbers for the Steam machine. So I don't think they've got that same luxury as they do with the Steam Deck here.
I'll say when it comes to the whole like taking a loss thing, you also got to understand too that companies take a loss on something when they feel like they usually have to, for whatever that reason may be. It could be, you're like you said, trying to grow the ecosystem so that your software sales make up for it, or something along those lines. Or like I know PlayStation took a loss on PlayStations initially. I think it was PS4s that they took a loss on initially. I think that Valve is probably at a place where they feel like they don't have to. That's basically it. And I also think that with the Steam Deck, they know it's an additive machine, so they're not really trying to care too much about selling it in mass like that. Because if they did, they would have been pushing.
You said something interesting that kind of, I know Atreus was joking, I mean, like brokey, but he kind of made me realize he might be right in a sense. The people that are playing primarily on Steam are the people who are playing primarily on PC, which means these are people that primarily have higher incomes. So Valve might not think that this price increase and the price of the Steam machine is a big deal, because the people that buy their products probably do have more money than console gremlins.
They were also subsidizing.
I'm saying that's probably their mentality.
If I'm not mistaken, they were subsidizing the Steam Deck, at least initially anyway. Like they really weren't. I don't think they were making any money on it, to be honest with you.
You would be better off getting your Steam machine and wearing it like a chain, apparently.
Bro, shut the fuck up. So $100 I'm kicking Trez. I swear to God.
I don't think that.
Did you get blacker in the last week that we've met you?
Oh man.
Oh wow. So the Steam Deck, right? So the 512 price hike makes it $789, right? And the 1 terabyte is $950. The Steam machine has 2 models which you can customize all as well, and it says it's one is at 512 and the other one is at 2 terabytes. And when you look at their website, they advertise it as a PC, right? So just based on those numbers, I think that, I mean, in my opinion, the 512 is probably gonna come out at 1,300, and the 2 terabytes gonna be way up.
I mean, from what I know, the Steam machine is not really all custom parts. It's literally just regular assembled PC parts into a confined small box.
Yeah.
If they sell at a major loss, people are just gonna buy the system and siphon out the parts for money. Like they're not gonna do that.
You can customize the CPU and the GPU and the RAM.
You can customize a better
the GPU.
Oh no, it says you can change the type of CPU that you want. You can either get a 4.8, or less than that. So you can select what you want.
Yeah, because it's a relatively modular PC that has pretty standard PC parts in it. That's why I'm saying like I highly doubt that they're going to be willing to take a loss, because anybody who just wants to make straight up profit would just buy it, siphon out the parts, sell it.
Real quick, shout out to Real Life Fake Wizard, son of a bitch.
Yeah,
How you doing?
Oh man,
let's go.
I'm sorry, guys. I screwed up the time, and I'm here, but Steam machines, they're raising prices. Yeah.
Fake Wizard, tell them how we are real ones and we can afford to pay this price, because we made our fortune in a slave trade like real niggas. And
what are you? Why are you bringing me into this?
So, ignore all that, Wizard. I am curious about my action point though. Were you listening? Did you hear what I said? I wish you were here for to answer so-and-so question.
Nobody heard what you said, Leon.
I was being facetious, but actually this is a super important thing to talk about. I'm not happy with the prices going up. I think it's a bad look, but $300 is a lot, so that's not good.
Thought you was a real one.
Not with that setup, Atreus. I'm not accepting that. That's terrible.
Okay,
I guess my question, the one I'm wanting you to answer though, is like, do you believe that the price increase of the Steam machine won't likely affect the pricing, the pricing of the price increase of the Steam Deck won't likely affect a price increase or whatnot of the Steam machine, because they're going to need strong initial sales numbers to try and bolster others to continue to purchase it and basically look good on paper out the gate?
Right. So I look at this in 2 ways. On first, the one that you're pretty much implying, which is they're going to need, we're bringing this new product to market, we need sales. Okay, that is one angle. Unfortunately, I also see the other angle, which is they're a private company. They don't need the sales. This
Correct.
is Steam. They're going to make money hand over fist. I mean, even now, I can't lie. That price going up, I feel annoyed I didn't get it. And now there's like that little temptation of me thinking maybe I need to buy a Steam Deck as soon as it becomes available again before the price goes up again,
It's available
which is
again.
bound to happen. Oh, is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
They're available
Great.
for sale right now.
Yeah, let me spend an extra $300 now. That's
Here's
insane.
the thing:
Like a
we're
real slave
never.
owner.
The Steam machine will come out eventually. I think that they
Yes.
should hold it off as long as possible, considering the situation at this point. Because
I think it's this summer.
Maybe so, but the reality is we will likely never know the sales of the Steam machine because we don't even know the official sales numbers of the Steam Deck all these years later. They don't give a fuck about at least letting us know what their sales are, whether they're good, whether they're bad. They don't give a shit.
Well, actually, I don't know. I would push back on that a little bit. Like, they don't care about the knowledge. We don't need to know anything, but they still want us to talk positively about them. So they are conscientious of that. So this price going up was calculated, and you know they could look, they could have been charging this money before, because the Steam machine is a powerhouse. It is like objectively, it's the best model of handheld PCs on the market. Better than the Rogue Ally. I know I have one. What are you
talking about? The Steam Deck. You said Steam machine. Sorry.
The Steam Deck is
Steam Deck's better than the Rogue Ally for sure.
In what way?
I have the Rogue Ally, and it's a pile of crap.
Is Rogue Ally the one that runs on Windows?
It runs on Windows. It's an Asus computer in a handheld. I have the 2023 model. The Xbox One is the next model that came out after that.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
So I don't have the Xbox One.
Okay. All right, that's fair. Yeah, I think you guys I think you guys are accurate in saying that Steam, just like I said before, just really doesn't give a fuck. And at this point, these systems, they're not trying to compete on mass scale. This is like kind of like the conversation we had before, where you know, people that use Steam know what Steam's trying to do, and people that just started using Steam maybe are thinking with the kind of regular normal mindset of, well, if you're putting out a product, you're trying to compete and stuff. I don't really think that's happening here. I think Steam is just trying to make access to their ecosystem easier. I have to question how that's going to work considering the prices and how extreme they are, but maybe they have knowledge of something that we don't, you know, about price increases elsewhere, or maybe they view their Steam machine as something that's going to try to siphon players from maybe next gen consoles, although I don't really think that's going to happen either. Ultimately, I don't know, man. Maybe they did get sick and tired of subsidizing the Steam Deck. I have no idea, but at this point, considering that the Steam Deck's almost $1,000 now, I think it's safe to say that my initial estimate of 1,000 is not too far off, probably too low at this point. There were rumors that they were offering a Steam machine potentially without, I think, RAM or something like that to bring the price down. But then what the fuck's the point of that, man? Like we already got to a point in the world where we're buying incomplete video games. Now we're going to be buying incomplete systems. Like
there was a rumor that they might sell Steam machines without a power supply unit.
Do you know who that's for?
Oh my god.
Who's that?
I can tell you who that's for. The modify the machine yourself is for people, hear me out, like Cassie, who want to build their own version of systems. So, you know, that's why they're going to release models where it's like, here's the baseline Steam machine, and then you could put in whatever memory you want. You could put in whatever DDR5 you want. You could put in whatever SSD you want. Do you want it to be more? Well, you do that on your dime now, and just get the base set. So
you sell the shell and you sell the OS, basically.
Exactly, because now you're satisfying every type of market. That, you know what? Maybe buying the base with all the customization in it, that's not going to be satisfying to everybody. We've had this conversation on this show where it's like, oh, well, I build my own PC. It's like, well, actually, now you can kind of build your own unit.
So give that experience to people who are not necessarily actually capable of building their own PC. Because obviously it's easy to just swap out or install parts with some simple instructions. You know, you don't want to end up like Kata, like 2 days of just getting felted and then having a white guy fix everything. Yep. You know, you don't want that to happen.
White people.
Speaking of, what's up, Kata?
I think, realistically speaking, in the current state of things, it's hard to justify why someone would need a Steam machine at this point. Literally, if someone buys or builds a gaming PC, one or the other, whatever in between, Steam still wins because like 999 out of 1,000 people are going to download Steam as the first entry point into their gaming experience. Like it's hard. It would be nice if this was a decent, reasonable entry level PC specifically for the group of people that are still on like 10,000 series cards and they don't really see a way out that makes the most sense right now. Like, but there's no way that the Steam machine is going to be reasonably affordable considering what you're getting. So at this point, like honestly, it just doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, shit. Go ahead, Atreus.
No, I was gonna say it makes a lot of sense to me. I think this is a big have and a have-nots. You either got it or you don't.
Oh my god,
this fucking guy.
I think the choice is being serious at that point.
Yeah, I was about to say, that sounds like a serious statement, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's wrong either.
I mean, I already have it. That's the point, really. In February, I bought what was it? With before tax, $1,170 gaming laptop with an OLED screen with 32 games. Basically, I bought a fucking gaming laptop that blows the Steam machine out of the fucking water, and then the Steam machine is going to come out fairly soon and probably be the same price, if not more. It just doesn't make sense.
But just because you can raise the price on something doesn't mean you necessarily should.
So you'll pay all that money for an iPhone when the Androids are better, but you won't buy my shit console? Come on.
I mean, I wouldn't buy an iPhone either.
All right.
I haven't had an iPhone since I was 15, brother.
Ultimately, that's what it really boils down to, is that the customer themselves are going to make the decision.
Of course.
The problem that Leon pointed out earlier is that it's the involvement of basically the government. Like if they weren't as involved with like the market overall, I think the prices would be way different. And by way different, I mean, like, the Steam Deck would be like, a couple $100, and the Steam machine would be like maybe $700 or something like that. But there are many things that unfortunately we have no control over, and all we can do is just be pissed off at the prices.
Well, the Steam Deck is not being affected by government or tariffs or anything. It's being affected by AI eating up basically all the parts.
It is indirectly being affected by the government because the government, not just the U.S. government, but world governments all over this, are subsidizing these AI corporations, which is which is causing the price increase for all of these RAM prices and whatnot. So the government is involved in this.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know if we were talking about like directly tariffs or anything like that. That's what I
No. I'm not saying like tariffs and like all of that shit. I don't care about that. It's just it's my inner libertarian, ANCAT libertarian stepping out saying that go fuck yourself, government. And ultimately AI is one of the driving factors for why prices are jumping in wild ways over the last like half a year, last couple years, really.
So my question then becomes, well, we know they're working on a Steam Deck too, right? So what's that going to look like?
Probably like the Steam Deck, but more advanced.
You mean on prices?
Yes, on prices, not actually what it looks like.
I think they might lower the price of the current Steam Deck maybe by $100 and then raise the new one by $200 or something.
I don't think they're going to lower the price on the Steam Deck. I think they'll just end up discontinuing it like they did with the LCD model. They did that shit quiet too. They didn't tell anybody they were discontinuing it. Just one day it was just like, yep, well,
gone.
That's it, gone. Yeah, Valve doesn't fucking tell anybody anything. That's one of the things I don't like about the company is that they're so quiet. And I get it, private company. I understand. You don't have to answer to nobody. I get that, but it's like, bro, a communication, man. Tell us we got 30 days or something on the fucking cheapest model. That was the most affordable model. That's how a lot of people got their Steam Decks, was through the LCD one. Then they just discontinued it without saying anything and forced everybody to have to buy the OLEDs, whether it's a 512 or 1 terabyte. But still, it's like, say something. God damn, give a warning or whatever.
Why would I have to say something? You're really going to buy it anyway.
Oh my god.
When they came out with the new model and they discontinued the old one, did they raise the price or did the price stay the same?
The price stayed the same.
They just silently They just silently
the
took
same for
away
a
your
long
ability
time.
to buy the cheapest entry point model.
Right.
In this whole situation, I was saying up until it got sold out, the best option for a Steam machine, a Steam Deck at this point was that 512 LCD refurbished $370 model. That was like the only model that made sense from a financial standpoint considering the situation, but that sold out pretty quick, so yeah, I'd highly advise people to not cave to this. If you didn't already buy a Steam Deck, I highly doubt you really, really want one. So what's the
low
point?
class are buying refurbished anyway, Cassie. What are we talking about here?
This fucking guy. And also keep in mind, just because, again, you can raise the price on something if you want, doesn't mean people are going to pay it. And with this one, I think, I don't know if this is going to affect the Steam machine or if this is going to affect the Steam Deck, either or. I just don't know if Valve honestly cares, personally, on either aspect. I don't know, because it's hard to tell, right? We don't really know what their expectations are for the Steam machine. We can only say that considering how they treated everything else they've ever released, they don't really care whether something sells like crazy or sells a little bit. All they care about is just getting it out there to people that want it, and whoever wants it buys it, whoever doesn't. But I don't know.
It's not a justifiable price, though, dude. I don't think that price is justifiable.
Why not?
Well, people will always say it's justifiable because people are buying it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know who's buying it though. It's
I'm buying it.
scalpers more than likely, or at least I hope.
Now we know
I
for
want
a
them.
fact you're not
I want
buying
them to get fucked so hard. I mean, what?
That was really aggressive. Very, very aggressive.
Absolutely.
I agree, though. Fuck them.
So, who here doesn't have a Steam Deck? Were you thinking about buying a Steam Deck, or
no? It's nothing against like Steam or the Steam. I don't like. So, to me, handheld gaming should be like the Game Boy, the Game Boy Advance, the SP. I want to feel like I want to be small when your handhelds are basically
You are small.
Okay, motherfucker. When you're doing like I don't even play the Switch unless it's docked, unless I'm on an airplane. I want my handhelds to feel like something I can literally slip in my pocket and take on the go. These to me are just this weird hybrid of consoles and handheld, and I don't like the handheld function. So I just wouldn't use it. It's just not something that I personally enjoy.
You like the docket?
He likes the docket.
Maybe he likes to be docked.
I'm not gonna take this abuse from a motherfucker who couldn't even build a goddamn PC. You understand me, Baldy?
Hey, it's built though, ain't it?
Yeah, you hired a white dude to do it for you.
It's built though, ain't it?
Yeah, white
is
people.
Is it built or not?
Yeah.
We did that earlier.
Yeah, white people.
Right.
We did that earlier. Wizard was fucking hilarious.
Leon, we are getting you a
wasn't.
T-shirt that says "Yeah, white people."
I can't wait.
Oh my god, do it.
So, I mean, last thoughts on this, I guess. Steam Deck raising their price. I mean, do we think anything's gonna happen from this, or this Valve just say, I don't give a fuck?
Yeah, they should have done it sooner.
Massive.
Oh my god, kick it, Travis.
I just think about all the money we missed.
You know what?
out on.
I think that a lot of people kind of needed this kick to the balls to realize no, none of these companies are your friend. Because some people get a little too, extra with their love and glazing and deep throating. Just keep this shit in mind in the future.
I always view it as you're only as good as the last thing you did for me. So
yep,
that's how I've always viewed it.
Well,
Steam has been on a long just
I'm about to get a message from Sevi.
They've been on a path of doing some really good things, but even they trip up, and when they trip up, we talk about it, we call it out. Same as nothing, same as everything else. So,
well, what'll be interesting next is to see how this plays into the Steam machine's release, because if they're raising by $300 for this, I can't imagine what the base model Steam machine is going to cost now. Maybe it's comparable to this, but so think about that way, real quick. If this thing is almost $1,000, if the Steam Deck is almost $1,000, and you're gonna put out the base model unedited version, like the empty husk for the Steam machine, is that gonna run $1,000? And then I have to think, well, wait a second, maybe that's a goal to increase the sales of the Steam Deck, because everybody wants to get these new Steam machines. It's very hard to be in the console market right now. I have my own problems with PlayStation 5 just last night. You know, the price of the Switch 2 is going up in September. We've got Xboxes that are useless. PlayStations are useless. If I'm Steam, I'm playing the field, and I'm going to make sure that I win no matter what I do.
Okay, that's fair. Any
It's
other
fair.
final thoughts
Or
on
you
that?
could just buy the Steam machine.
Yeah, man. I
Thanks,
think
Trace.
that wishful thinking of the Steam machine being like reasonably priced is out the window.
It is out the window. Yeah.
I don't even know why it was even in the window in the first place, because again, I never thought this thing was going to be.
Wait, I know why. I could actually tell you why. It's a marketing perception thing. They just released the Steam controller for $99. Granted, those two things have nothing to do with each other, but it's like in a restaurant. You know, the appetizer is $10. You know, something else looks cheaper. You know, where do they sell Rolls-Royce cars now? They sell them at airplane shows, because when you're looking at airplanes all day, a Rolls-Royce looks like nothing. It looks like an impulse buy. So now we just all bought a $99 controller. I did, and I really like it. But then compare it outbound. It's like, oh my gosh, well maybe if the controller was cheap, maybe the console will be cheap too.
You can afford a Rolls Royce, but you can't afford my goddamn console.
Wait, what?
I think that
Atreus is pretending he owns Steam or something.
Atreus has made his mission this stream to try to devolve all conversation possible.
Fucking LARPer.
I think that's what he's doing. In any case, anyone else? Final thoughts? Steam Deck?
Don't buy it. Don't buy it.
I kind of like what Cass pointed out in terms of like, this is just kind of, I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was Cass or if it was Hypno who said it, but like it's in a way trying to like remind people, hey, you're getting a PC is gonna be way more expensive. The Steam machine is by raising the prices on that.
Perhaps, maybe. All right,
that makes sense because that's what it made me think.
I think the sticker shock is definitely going to go over a lot easier now. I'll say that with the whole Steam Deck nonsense, and whether that was their plan or not, I mean, that's up to other people to decide. But I think that's going to be a side effect. So we'll see how that goes. But I expect the Steam machine to be here by the summer. I don't think they're going to want to delay it any more than it already been delayed. So we'll see.
We will see.
Wizard, by the way, people keep saying you're on the wrong mic because they don't realize that you're away. Can you explain to them that you're not that you're normal?
Yeah, guys, I'm on my phone right now. I'm at a business retreat, and I completely botched the time.
A weird way to say VTuber.
I'm sorry. I got to cut and run. I'm on AirPods right now. I wanted to jump on because I hate missing shows, and but I missed my own show this morning. I did not want to miss SNH, but I did, and I'm sorry for that. But I gotta go.
All good, Wizard. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate you, man.
All right, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Make sure you have prep.
I do.
You got prep?
Too late.
You got prep?
That is a crazy thing to admit, bro. Holy
shit. White people.
TMI.
You really want to say hell yeah, white people now? I don't know about that.
That was why I said it in a sad voice.
Hypno's dog with a Till Melanie is a black dude who plays. Oh, today I learned Melanie. Is that black language? Why do you guys constantly try to shorten shit? It's internet? Okay. Well, I guess I'm too old for that. Today I learned Melanie is a black dude who plays with Legos. There you go. Read that. Thank you, sir. Alucard would have found no wonder Trace is banned from every Wendy's around the country. And yes, I am black. I mentioned it plenty of times in chat.
It's true, he has.
I mean, that's fair, I guess. Some of the days with a 189 GameCube definitely going to be $1,200 to $1,500.
It's going to be more than that.
No, it won't be.
Okay, hold on.
You don't think so?
Did Tiger King just learn the phrase "unk"? He's called me an unk in chat. Now he's calling Hypno an unk because we were talking backstage. It's like when someone learns a word, they start using it over and over. I feel like Tiger King just learned unk.
Well, he's Asian, so he's being surrounded by a lot of non-Asians lately. So he's finally getting cultured. And he's learning certain words.
Well, Tiger King, if you're learning the phrase "unk," trust me, it's the wrong culture. It is an inferior culture.
I'm sure being an Asian, he probably views everybody as inferior. So he's already got that.
He despises every other culture.
Yeah, he's fine. Some days. I'm sorry, Benjamin with a twos. Which Backrooms game y'all getting? I seen like 30.
I have all of them.
I don't have any.
I've only played a handful, but every one of them I played have been good. But make sure, play the games; they're great. Watch the Kane Pixels shorts, not shorts, but like short films.
The videos, the series.
Watch the Kane Pixels short films.
Makes sense. Super Kitty with the $1. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Panther with the 2. I bought my Steam Deck OLED 1 terabyte before the AI rush. Fair. And it's sad because, man, you guys know, like every time somebody always asks me, hey, should I get the Steam Deck? I would immediately say, yep. If you can afford it, go for it. Great machine, good for being able to play your Steam games. On a handheld, it's great. It's fantastic. Runs good. I was easily able to recommend it. Now at $300 more, like I'm not doing that. I just can't. Even if it's justified and all that shit, and I get it, but just like, yeah, no, not for what I know it could do. Because I use that Steam Deck a lot. I know exactly what it could do, and it doesn't do $1,000 worth of shit. It just doesn't. So
Not at all.
Yeah,
it's not worth that price.
You can afford to skip a few child support payments, guys.
Wow. Thank you, sir.
You.
Scene with a 2 says New Zealand. New Zealand? No, I'm sorry, not New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Oh my God, NZ that's the
New Zealand.
Yeah, it's New Zealand, Australia.
Is that what he's saying?
Yeah,
New Zealand, Australia.
Why is it like a dollar sign on my screen?
No, he's talking. That's the British pound. He's talking in his chat about New Zealand.
I got it. Okay. So I was right. Okay, New Zealand, Australian Steam Deck is a sauna fetish. I hear. What the fuck?
Oh my God.
The hell is that? Thank you, Scene. Master Whip with a 5 says Steam can't take a loss on the Steam machine. It is just a computer. People will mass purchase and reformat to save money. I don't know if they will reformat, but I definitely think they might part out if it's too cheap. Depending. So you're kind of right. Brian Ross with a 2. Zendaya has frizzy hair and a flat butt. That's random. Very random. Scene with a 5. iPhones are shit, but Android devices are 75% bloatware controlled by Samsung, so we're boned either way. Fair enough. That's kind of how it goes these days. Let me check Rumble really quick. Rumble, what are we at? Let me scroll up because Rumble does not have a fan funding tab because they're gay. We got Mighty Megatron with $1. Thank you for that pink-haired mulatto eye candy. So now with that said, what is a black person's favorite candy? Cotton candy. Makes sense. Mighty Megatron with a 5. That should have been a $5. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you, Mighty Megatron. Grade Ape with $1. Lenovo Legion Go S550 right now on Woot. Bigger screen, not OLED though. Good LCD screen, slightly better performance. You'd be surprised the price difference between the LCD and the OLED makes up a lot of that money difference. Torino with a 2. If you don't like hardware prices, speak to the hardware cartels. Only 3 memory manufacturers. That was engineered and allows artificial scarcity. Yep, that's fair. Thank you, Torino. I appreciate that. Let me see. And we are caught up. Perfect. All right, guys. Let's talk about Fable really quick because I feel like we're going to talk about 007 longer, so we might as well just get Fable out the way. I don't know if you guys... That's true. I don't know if you guys saw the news, which I'm sure you guys did, but I'm talking mainly to the chat. But our predictions that we had, most of us, I believe, had about Fable has come true. And Fable has indeed been delayed again until 2027. Just kind of want to get thoughts on that real quick. Mainly the question I have, it's only one question. Are we going to see this game release or are we not going to see this game release? That is really the only question that I have for you guys. Because at this point, they tried to say that they wanted to have the dedicated moment that it deserves, right? So that can mean a lot of things. I think that
it can't. It means one thing, and we all know the one thing it means.
Well, I was going to say, I think it has to do with GTA, obviously, right? We already know that. Yeah, I think everybody with a brain can see that. Go ahead, Cassie.
Yeah, that's obviously a factor, no doubt. But also, Xbox kind of always does this thing where they're usually bottom heavy with the year of releases.
Mm-hmm.
They do that a lot, and this year, I mean, they still have fucking Gears. Like, it's stacked for them. Just on Xbox's releases with Call of Duty, Gears. Yeah, what else is coming out? There's something else that's coming out too. Oh yeah, the Halo game is still coming out this year. Like, it is pretty stacked. Why eat into your own games? Definitely space it out more. Let GTA have its time. Give your own titles some room to breathe. Usually the beginning of the year for Xbox is pretty light, so it makes sense to move Fable out of this year and into that February slot. I think that does make sense, just looking at it objectively.
But I don't know anything you said because I saw Kata perk up when you said bottom heavy.
God, Jesus Christ, man.
All right. But my thing is like the problem I have with all these games trying to avoid GTA's schedule window is that it implies like they're gonna lose some steam. Like it implies that after people spend what I've heard, people are willing to spend $100 to buy this game. They don't care what price it is when it drops. That implies that you expect people are going to take a break from GTA Online to go play your game. And I think that's utter. I think GTA is going to have the normie crowd by the throat for the next
2-3 years.
Yeah, 2 or 3 years. Like
long time.
Like you couldn't. We just got people off of Call of Duty. Think about that. Like this past year, we finally got people off of Call of Duty.
I think it's to be honest with you. It's go ahead, Sheep. My bad.
Oh no, I was saying actually what it is that Call of Duty got people off of Call of Duty.
Well, we'll take the victory either way it comes.
Oh my god! But the thing is, it's more than just about fighting for the players. The main way to do that is to have at least some headspace in the discourse. You're not going to have any chance of having any discourse if Fable releases around the time of GTA. Like nobody's gonna give a single fuck to even bother talking about Fable. And I'm not even. That's not even me shitting on the game, even though I think the game looks kind of retarded. But you ain't even making videos now, anyway. Yeah, that's just dumb to do. You're not going to be able to get any engagement and discourse surrounding your game if you release around the same time as GTA.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like surely I don't know. I guess there's so much hype behind GTA 6 that even the gaming industry is feeding into that hype too, where they just think like nobody's gonna look at their game, even if their game is drastically different from GTA. It doesn't even share the same audience. It doesn't matter. Like they just feel like everybody's gonna be playing that. So I don't know.
You're right.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that.
Though.
I'm not a fan of like the defeatist mentality that companies have in that aspect. It's like
either am I.
Like if your game is complete or if it's gone gold or anything like that, like put the game out. Don't sit there and say, oh well, we're gonna wait, because all that's doing is just giving people more reasons to not buy the game.
I don't know. I think it's dumb. I don't know if I guess because they're both AAA games and they're both coming from opposite ends, major studios and whatnot. It's Xbox versus PlayStation Classic, right? Like, because for all intents and purposes, GTA is PlayStation at this point. They're gonna have some sort of exclusivity for probably a year or two before they release that game anywhere else. So I don't know. At this point,
dropping on Xbox too.
No, it's coming out on Xbox and PlayStation day one. So.
Oh, is it day one? It is. Okay,
yeah.
It's just not PC. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. So maybe they just, because considering that everybody's going to be buying that on Xbox, maybe they believe that Fable stands no fucking chance, I suppose. But even so, it's like there's always some sort of major release, and I don't know if Fable's going to be able to stand against anything really that's even remotely more popular. Like Fable has that name, it has that lineage, but most people that are Fable fans have already looked at this game and said, "This is not Fable." So, like, who are you really hoping is going to buy this in mass that you're trying to avoid GTA because of it?
Your initial question was, is this game coming out? And the answer is yes, with a caveat. It's only coming out because of Asha taking over. If there had not been a CEO change up, I guarantee you this game would have been shelved. But she can't, as a new CEO, have such a recent failure on her record. So this has to come out.
Okay.
I don't agree with that. I mean, as much as Fable is, I don't like it. I have no interest in playing it personally. They put their best team on making the game. Was it the best choice considering the type of game that they're making and what developer they are? They're a developer that makes car games. Like that's a weird,
That's
project to take on. Yeah, but it is objectively, it is Xbox's best team. So,
is it their best team or is it their most successful team?
Well,
because there is a difference.
You played.
Yeah, I played Forza, but that's a car game. Like I'm not gonna go to Playground Games and be like, hey, bro, I would love for you to make me an RPG. Like,
yeah, but when you say about their best team, I would say that it's the best they have right now.
It is their best team, but it's not the. I would say it's probably not. Obviously, it's not the best team to make that kind of game, but it is in terms of looking at them, what they've done, how consistent they are. They are the best team.
I don't necessarily have a problem with them stepping outside of themselves and trying to make something new. I don't necessarily believe that just because you made one type of game, your entire existence, that means you can't make anything else. What I have a problem with is that when you step outside of yourself, you're already on thin ice because people are doubting you anyways. Like, why the fuck is a card game making a fantasy RPG, and then you go and start changing some of the shit that originally came with the game? Like, you're really going to get on the screen and tell me there's no morality, or not that there's no morality system.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as good or bad. And it's like, well, wait a minute, bitch. But like, ultimately, going back to whether or not it will release, I think it will release. It will release, but not because Asha doesn't want to L on her record. Because if the L is going to come either way, you know what I'm saying? If the game is bad, it's going to be an L regardless of whether or not it releases. I think they're going to release it because when you look at the fucking graveyard of games that Xbox has had, at that point, if you cancel Fable and never release it, just shut the fucking brand down. Because you can't trust Xbox. Why would I trust any announcement you make as far as a video game goes? Starting with Scalebound and Perfect Dark Zero, and even the games they have released. I mean, does anybody remember Redfall? No.
Yeah, I know.
No, you don't. Stop shaking your head, Sheep. That shit is a distant memory.
Well, I mean,
that you farted out a long time ago.
The only reason I remember Redfall is because Cassie burned that shit into my memory with how egregiously she went after that game. I say that as a compliment.
Yeah, it was fucking bad.
Well, really quick.
2 hours.
Really quick, because I know you said again, it's not that I'm saying they can't try something different. Obviously, they can. My thing is, you are Xbox, right? You are Microsoft. You have bought all these studios. You've bought many RPG studios with legacy names to them. You have Obsidian under your belt. And even though I'm not a fan of Obsidian, my question is, with all these studios you have under your belt that have experience in making video games like that, why did you choose the one that makes racing games? It's just a little bit of an odd choice. I can understand if you didn't have any studios that weren't making video games like Fable under your belt, but you do. And you have one that you consistently praise all the time. These motherfuckers are constantly throating Obsidian nonstop publicly, how their games are amazing.
It depends on how it works. Like, because I've heard, take Insomniac, right? Like when Insomniac was doing their thing before Spider-Man, I remember as it was reported, it was after the first Spider-Man. Or it might have been before. Whatever. The point is, Sony went into Insomniac after they had such a good track record and said, "What do you guys want to make next?" And I believe it was either after Spider-Man and they said Wolverine, or it was before Spider-Man where they said they wanted to make Spider-Man. And so they was given that. So if it works similarly at Xbox, where they go into a studio that they know has a good track record and they feel like they can trust them, what do you guys want to make next? Oh, well, we really grew up Fable fans, right? And so, and it's not, they can't choose anything they want. Like, they can't say, hey,
it wasn't their choice. Playgrounds didn't choose. They said they said in an interview that they were just as shocked as anybody else that they got the Fable franchise.
Can you at least let my narrative buffer before you?
Oh, go ahead. Buffer your narrative. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Christ. No, it's cooked now. I can't even
Yeah, it's cooked. Just like
Fable.
Fable.
Grift on that.
So, Trace was saying how basically longtime Fable fans are they already distrusting or just off the ship. Like, people have to realize that they're making room for Fable because they expect Fable to find a new audience. They don't even give a fuck about the old audience. Like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I feel for the people that actually, still love and appreciate the OG games. Shout out to y'all, man. But y'all have been left behind. And I've been there, and I know that feeling, and it sucks. They don't give a fuck about you. I'm just telling you because, I can't be sugarcoating it. They're making room for Fable so that Fable can find a new home with a new audience of people that don't give a fuck about the original game. It's basically like how Star Wars turned out. You have a bunch of fucking retards that never even fucked with Star Wars, but they'll defend Disney Star Wars tooth and nail, Googling the AI, Google, whatever,
Google
asking it 10 different times to find a way to justify all the stupid shit that Disney does. So that's what audience they're looking for with the new Fable.
Yeah, they made that pretty clear. I mean, once you remove morality from Fable, that's kind of insane.
It's not Fable. I mean, we had this discussion. It's not Fable at that point.
You're right. I can't believe I'm saying it. Leon's right.
I forgot last time we talked about Fable, that was considered hate speech by YouTube. My bad. I forgot about that. No, you're good, Leon. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was going to say this is such an damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. Because let's take what I said earlier. Let's assume it's true. I know Cass has to disagree, but let's assume it's true. That I said that if you're Asha, you can't afford to not have this game come out because after all the promotion, after all the marketing, after all the hype you've been giving it, shelving it would be a failure. But when this game comes out, it's gonna be a failure. Like there is no winning with this game.
Do we think this game is going to, like, when you say failure, you're just talking from a financial standpoint or just like
I think a financial and a actual gamer reception standpoint. We know the critics are gonna blow it. We know the critics are gonna blow it. Is what it is. I think gamers are gonna reject this game, and I don't think it's going to sell. At least not sell in comparison to like what financially. This game was good, goddamn expensive. So in both regards.
Well, this game is in development hell. That is my belief. It is in development hell. I think Playground Games is well over their head. I think that it has gotten to the point where their lack of experience is clearly showing, which is why they've delayed this game for 2 years now. I believe it's like at 2 years now, almost at this point. Obviously, I'm counting next year as one of the years, but still, like going into 2027, it's basically almost 2 years worth of delays. I think it's pretty clear that they're in over their head, and I think that lack of experience is definitely going to show in the game overall.
Well, is it that they're in over their head, or this is just the game industry at this point? Because like, what game isn't getting delayed these days?
For 2 years?
Well, actually longer than that. No,
Crimson
Desert. This game was announced as just Fable as a reboot. Xbox had stated in like without showing footage, just in developer interviews and stuff, that they were working on a new entry in the Fable franchise, and they've been saying that for like 5 years. So this is actually was like almost Concord levels of development hell. I'm not saying it's gonna fail like Concord. Obviously, that's a like once in a generation sort of thing. It's been in development hell for so many years. It's gone through rewrites, through recreations, gone through new teams. This might have been a ground up build. Oh, this is the Fable, but that doesn't mean they haven't shelved other ones in the past that were originally being worked on, just like they did, with Concord, for example.
Crimson Desert was delayed multiple times, and we got a masterpiece on our hand. As a matter of fact, the development of Crimson Desert got rebooted. Now, I think that had more to do with the fact that when the game was supposed to be releasing, we were getting new consoles, and I guess they didn't.
Well, you're kind of proving my point with this, because I do agree with you. But what Crimson Desert, I would say, is the exception to the rule. And if there's an exception to the rule, that means the rule exists. Most of the times when a game is this isn't just about a game being delayed, mind you. This is about a game being delayed in its pre-production phase multiple times with multiple teams for multiple years. Like that, there is a cost to that, and it's also since it's an existing IP and you're turning off your fan base, your original fan base with said existing IP. Crimson Desert was something new, so like everything that you could actually, you're right, draw a parallel between their developments. But Crimson Desert did all the right things that Fable is not doing, at least from what we're seeing on our end. It seems like they're not doing.
I mean, Leon, you can go fuck yourself, man.
Oh man. Well, I mean, Fable is this new Fable is developed with not keeping in mind that it's a part of an already established franchise. I don't think entirely, in all fairness, but it's just one of those things where this industry right now is just so fucked in so many ways. Like the Dragon Quest devs confirm not just what I had heard behind the scenes, that Dragon Quest 12 was in development hell, but they literally restarted production of the game because they must have got it too in over their heads on Dragon Quest being too dark, and probably they originally developed it to be an action RPG, and that's probably what happened. But they restarted development. Like this stuff does happen, and this is in Dragon Quest team. They've been making nothing but Dragon Quest, so that's crazy in that of itself. It happens. I think that Fable is going to be mediocre because of a lot of the direction, the overall intended direction of the game to begin with. And then literally the production delays, getting your best developer, but that doesn't understand what RPGs are and has to learn on the go, on the fly to make that, is like added, it's like 1,000 cuts. You know what I mean with this game. So
I just think you guys are a bunch of grifters.
There's been nothing but red flags with this game, bro.
I noticed that you guys are explaining games that have been delayed and stuff like that, but they've been delayed for major structural changes. This game is just being delayed because it's trying to just finish development, and it didn't reboot itself in any way. It's just been trying to get through development for a while.
GameSpot 2018, new Fable game being developed at Forza Horizon Studio. IGN 2018, new Fable reported in development at Playground.
Yep.
So those are both from 2018. Let's see, what's this one?
Look at how long Starfield took to make. 10 fucking years.
And we also didn't see nothing from Fable for the first time until what, 2020, and then you saw nothing for years until last year, right? Until last year.
This isn't just 2 years of. I mean, maybe it's 2 years of delays, but this is like, what is that? 8 years of development. That is. I was gonna say that's abnormal. Nowadays, that is normal, and that's the problem with a lot of these games is that development cycle.
I mean, look how fast things change within the year. Taking 8 years to develop a video game these days now, it's just, or sometimes even 10 years.
So remember how I just said those games, those articles from 2018. So in 2020, jump forward 2 years, Games Radar's article, don't expect the new Fable game release anytime soon. So 2 years after the 2018 announcement, you're getting articles saying don't expect it to release anytime soon. Like that just goes to show where this is sitting.
Shit.
I think it's at the end of the year.
I didn't even realize they announced it all the way back then. Go ahead, Cass.
Yeah, I think the concept of whether this game was going to be shelved or not, like this game is way like I don't think Asha coming into the mix had any dictation on changing Fable's release or not. Like it was going to come out either way. Like I think that's just a wasted conversation in general. But I think it's just generally good that we did fucking they did push the game, like in general, because it needs all the help it could get. Fucking separating this game into what's probably going to, I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know what next year is looking like. Next year might be top heavy because everyone moved away from GTA 6. It's gonna be interesting. Next year is definitely gonna be interesting. I just hope GTA 6 finally fucking comes out, because imagine if they do delay that shit again. Not only did they just fuck the second half of the year, but they're gonna refuck the next second half of the next year too. So please come the fuck out already.
Jesus I'm honestly sick of it, because like the whole industry is walking on eggshells around GTA, where it's fucking with everybody's release schedules. You got video games all coming out at the same time, and then you got months where it just feels like barren, like 1 or 2 months of just barren. Like just let GTA come out. Let them take the spotlight from the normies and just fucking just get this shit over with. And then by the time next year starts, then we can, go back to at least some resemblance of normal. Because I'm tired of hearing about this, man. Nonstop GTA. Oh my God, GTA is going to come out. And not, when's the marketing start? Like, bro,
we're going to get a trailer next week.
Let it happen. It's going to be Summer Games Fest, I think.
We're going to get a trailer next week.
Yeah, I'm also tired of waiting for GTA to come out.
The only thing because I'm not going to be playing it. The only thing I care about GTA is whether or not it's going to have AI in it. I've said that so many times. Like I just want there to be a little bit of AI so that I can just make fun of the people who are like, I don't want to play anything with AI slop in it. Like we already know the excuses. The excuses are going to be made. Like, oh well, gone, just disappear.
I think
I'm sure they have to, right? Because the entire thing that they were going after Expedition 33 was that they use AI in the pre-stage development,
right?
And they were freaking out about it. So I mean, GTA is so big that they must have used some type of AI somewhere. It doesn't mean that it was used.
Not necessarily. They said
they didn't.
Well, I mean, so did other companies, and then they found out they were lying.
And then, yeah.
True.
They also embraced it at one point, and then like a year or two later, suddenly they changed their tune because the journalists were angry about it. Anyway, Rockstar will go wherever the journalists go. The point is, you have Rockstar, right, Sevi, that is unbelievably wealthy. They only make one video game realistically every I don't even know how long, 10 years or so. I mean, they've been writing out GTA Online for the longest. They got the money. Like they're at least over $2 billion invested in this game. $2 billion, right? So with $2 billion, you can get a lot of development done with very little to no AI for sure.
That's
even
true.
in today's world.
Point.
And it's considering the amount of time they're taking, this much time, I wouldn't be surprised if there was no AI in the game. I just want there to be selfishly because I think it would be funny. That's all.
I think Fable's going to be game of the year.
You know what?
Oh no, Atreus.
Old Man Cat didn't give the Red Boy, but he did give 20 membershims. That counts as a Red Boy. So that's gonna be 1 minute of just silence.
Go.
Thank you.
1 minute of silence. Just let him sit in the back and build his Gundams. Because that's insane. Last thoughts on Fable?
Who cares?
Yeah, man.
The fucking game is gonna come out and everybody's gonna be like, oh, Fable's out. Okay. GTA.
By everybody, Kata means 12 people.
New Crimson Desert DLC should drop the same day as Fable. That'd be great.
It's actually kind of sad because when they announced Fable all the way back in 2018, I remember there being a lot of hype behind the possibility of it.
I was like,
because people, yeah, I was too. People were excited about like, oh shit, Fable's coming back. Oh, cool. You know, and then well, we found out what that meant. So I don't really know if people are going to be hyped anymore by the time it eventually comes out. So
not after you see that swagger.
I just want to know if
I believe the correct term is sachet.
It's called
Sachet.
swagger, actually.
I just want to know if we will ever see, and I'm not talking about Half-Life 3. I think we're more likely going to probably see Half-Life 3. I just want to know if we're ever going to see Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Never.
The current record holder of video game in development.
That's been in development since
19 years,
right?
19 years the game's been in development right now. 19 years.
No.
Bro, I would love to see it. I just really would. And then the audacity for the director of that project to be like, we just want to deliver experience that are going to make our players really, you know, happy and satisfied. It's like 19 years, bro.
You're half your player base is old as fuck now.
At this point,
I agree with this. Can we
point,
stop pre-announcing games so fucking early?
Yes, please.
Yep.
At this point, are we sure it's not like a money laundering scheme? You know, if it's been there for 19
for
years
Ubisoft, probably right? Considering the money that they're getting from Tencent.
Doing nothing.
It's gonna be crazy. Sanguine says, "Oh, this is a good question. Hold on, which one will come out first, Star Citizen or Beyond Good and Evil 2?"
Star Citizen for sure will come out before that one.
Oh my god.
The question is, which one has more money in development?
Star Citizen.
Star Citizen. No, bro. 19 years, Ubisoft.
Mm-hmm.
Star Citizen is the record holder.
Star Citizen.
Yeah, but the way
$1
maybe it's 19 years, but they're just paying one dude like $12 an hour, like once a week for code. Like
they're paying like a team of 10 Indian people outsourced.
Star Citizen has passed over $1 billion in funding.
At least the hope of Star Citizen makes money. Let's be real now. The first Beyond Good and Evil, I don't even think made profit. Why the fuck are you spending how many fucking years this game has been a thing to make?
Well, Star Citizen was $1 billion. All right, time to bring Atreus back. Star Citizen was $1 billion after 14 years, right? I think it was 14 years in as a crowdfunding or whatever. So 19 years. Beyond Good and Evil 2, Ubisoft, massive company. I could see it passing $1 billion. It's been rebooted many times, years and years and years of salaries. I could definitely see it for sure. But we'll see anyway.
Honestly, whoever thought that was like a good idea, honestly, should be hung by their ball sack.
I agree.
God damn. Ouch.
I agree.
Anyway, that's painful. Han, 7 months. Fable's my second favorite IP under Lord of the Rings. I feel pain in my sternum thinking about what's going to be in this game. Apparently they're making a Lord of the Rings game with the KCD people, so we'll see how that goes. Cassie gifted a membership and apparently sniped Gooch, which is it's a hell of a shot.
So
good job, Cassie.
Old Man Cad was wondering if gifties were working, so I just
got them working.
Make sure it's working for you.
Thank you. I appreciate
He
that.
figured out they were working. Trust me.
He figured it out because Old Man Cad dropped a 20 banger.
Damn.
First person to kick Atreus off the stream. Shout out to Old Man Cad. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, sir. And then Panther dropped $2 saying Half-Life 3 with Steam Machine will soften the blow.
That won't happen.
You know,
the game's never coming out.
As epic that would be, it's never going to happen. It just isn't. It isn't. I've always said the most epic thing Valve could do is drop the Steam Machine with Half-Life 3, Shadow dropped unannounced right around the time that Grand Theft Auto 6 was coming out, and just let it rock. You know,
Oh my God.
That would be
crying.
That would be hilarious. But yeah, I don't think that's ever going to happen. So
You guys have to look at this picture. It's in private chat.
what the fuck is this?
Fucking dead.
What is this? Oh, that's fucked up, bro.
Oh my God, no.
Frieza holding his glasses, looking at a monkey. Frieza with glasses. Vegeta. That's crazy. Bro. I mean, where's the lie, though? It's pretty amazing. Holy shit.
If this was real life, he would have still been a monkey even after he put on drugs.
Shit.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's funny. Shout out to Frieza. Calling everybody monkeys, man. Respect.
I feel kind of bad.
Why?
Why?
A trans person said something to me a while ago. They
Oh my
said,
God.
Keep coping. They said keep coping. And
Don't.
all I said was stay alive with a heart.
Did they not?
You thought you ate.
It's a deep joke.
I get the deep joke. You thought you ate.
Man, gonna have to cancel SNH if I want to keep my monetization, it seems, these days. Holy shit. Between Atreus and Kata. Wow. The Black's
Insane,
doing it this
bro.
time.
Yeah.
But watch the AI still tag something with what Cassie said. Cassie would still be the one to blame. It's crazy. All right, let's get to the next topic. Let me check Rumble really quick before I continue. See if they dropped anything over there. Let's see. Rumble. Don't think so. No, we're good. All right, let's talk about the game everybody's gonna get emotional about. Can't wait. 007 First Light. Let's talk about this game. Let me go over to Steam DB really quick.
Of course.
I'm gonna kick you for free that time.
Yo.
All right, so 007 First Light, ladies and gentlemen. Really quick, who has actually played it and who hasn't played it? Just out of
I
curiosity.
haven't played it.
I've
Not played it.
I do not have it.
Okay, you
I
do
don't
not have
either.
it.
Yeah, I don't have it. But I haven't had a chance to play it yet.
Even if
Okay.
I had it, I would not be playing it. So nobody give it to me.
Okay, is there a reason?
I just it doesn't look from a gameplay perspective like a game that I would play. Like I never played Hitman. A lot of people comparing it to that. So I've heard people compare it to like the golden age of Assassin's Creed, which is, I mean, fine, I guess, but it's not even for any like the
Wait,
grifter
Golden Age of
woke
Assassin's
purposes.
Creed?
Huh?
People said it's compared to Golden Age of Assassin's Creed.
I've seen people saying that in terms of like the movement and stuff like that, which I don't agree with. I'm just saying I've seen the comparisons. But like
Really?
it just look. I like the Bond IP as much as anybody else, but it's just, I don't know. This game has not spoke to me from the moment it was announced. Not for any like, oh, it's woke or grifter things. I've been watching you play it. I've been watching Sev play it.
Mhm.
It seems fine, like for people that like that sort of game. It's just not my kind of game.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested in it generally speaking, but like the character looks really boring to me. The story, the side characters look boring to me, but I really like the explosions, like the punchy ass explosions. Like that's like, oh
It's
wow,
fun.
I'm it's like at some point I'll probably pick this up, but for 70 for a 12-hour game with a story and characters, it's like I don't know.
I want to play it.
That's why I'm enjoying watching, Hypno or Sev playing. Because story wise, it does feel like a legit Bond story. It just doesn't seem like a game that I want to play through.
As somebody that liked the Hitman games, I've been watching the gameplay. It looks pretty solid to me. And I like James Bond. I like that he looks more like book accurate, in terms of his face. I was like, oh, I wasn't a fan of the the Indian M wasn't a big fan of that, but apparently she's not like a bitch in the game. She's
you said the
barely in
Indian M. I thought you meant Mudahar.
This fucking guy, bro.
Sorry, go on.
I swear to God, bro.
Yeah, I think it looks, and graphically, geez, it looks insane. So I want to try it out. I want to play it. I want to see how it is. So I don't really. Okay. I just think it's funny. I know we're gonna get into it. I'll wait. I'll wait. I know we're gonna get into it. I'll wait.
You what?
Nothing. So, Sevi, you want to go first since you play the game? Go ahead.
Yeah. So far I do like it. I wish the tutorial wasn't so long. When I was playing it, a friend that was hanging out with me was like, start the timer. So I started the timer, and we counted how much the tutorial took, and it took me 2 hours and 31 minutes to get through the entire tutorial, which was crazy. So because he called it as after as soon as you're free roam, then that's the end of the tutorial, which is basically after you park the car. But it is, I like it. It is pretty fun. You have the option of bullshitting somebody or just going all guns blazing, and it's fun. I like it. I don't know, it's been fun so far.
All right, is there anything you don't like in it?
Anything that I don't like in it? I mean, not really, not so. I mean, I guess I wish it was a little bit more open-ended, because say for example, I wanted to double back and then go get something and go explore in a different location, and it wouldn't allow me to double back. It turned my character around and said oh no, I'll explore later. And so that really did piss me off, because I feel like I should be able to make decisions by myself. I didn't like the blue paint on it, because I would rather be confused for a while and figure it out myself, instead of having to just look to see where the blue carpet is, or the blue marker. So that part I didn't like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody else played it, right?
I mean, I can't see myself in this, so
that's fair. I respect that.
Yeah.
So yeah. So for me, I like the game, shockingly, because when I was looking at the trailers, I initially was kind of underwhelmed, similar to how Leon was describing it. I was just like, this is really underwhelming. I think there was a couple of things going against this game. Number one, the way they marketed it was really fucking stupid. I think their marketing was horrible on this game, making it seem like it was something that it really wasn't. And I don't know if they were trying to rage bait people hard or something with it. I really don't know what it was, but ultimately it's really stupid fucking marketing. So that was extremely bad about that. In terms of the characters and the story,
a black person. Whoa.
Yeah. In terms of the characters and story being boring, I don't think that at all. I think that in the beginning of the game is probably the worst part of the game by far, by a large margin. I think those first 2 hours are awful. In terms of the tutorial, there are moments that are actually pretty fun. I like the training segment, where it was bouncing from one point of training to another, kind of going through the timeline of his training in the program in the beginning with Monroe and then Cressida. But then after that, once you get to the actual first main mission, it starts to pick up from there, and it finally starts to feel like a Bond game. But until then, it's kind of I don't really know what they were thinking with that, to be honest with you. So kind of kills the momentum at the start. The gameplay, I think, is actually pretty solid, but unfortunately, it's few and far between. At least from the I guess you could say the shooting perspective. This game is definitely more stealth oriented. It's definitely more like gadgets. You got to figure out multiple ways to approach a level and a mission. You can't just go guns blazing. You literally cannot use your gun unless they give you a license to kill, and then you can actually use your gun. So can't use your gun whatsoever. But in terms of the story, I think the story actually is pretty decent. The Indian M girl, she starts off being this woman who, she even says she under her watch, they've had basically nearly a perfect track record, but then you come to find out really quickly through the story that that's not true. It's just a bunch of cover-up nonsense, and she's actually pretty incompetent. So, I don't think people are going to get that far to see that. They're just going to see the Indian M and they're going to be like, oh, and they're going to kind of just whatever. And graphically, obviously, it's good, but there are weird things about this game graphically. One of the things is there's a lot of clipping with the environment in certain environment Like, you know how, like, let's say you walk under like a carpet or something that's hanging, and like it kind of goes over your head. Instead of smoothly going over your head, it like clips through your body, kind of a thing, which is odd. So that's a little bit weird. But like graphically speaking, it is definitely a nice looking video game. But the character models that are the main characters look, animate, and act infinitely better than the NPCs that you walk into throughout the game. The NPCs that you walk into, sometimes their face have this, like, how do I explain it? Like Starfield kind of like gaze to them, where they're just looking out into nothing, sort of a thing. But for the most part, it's all right. The cars, they feel good overall. The music's really solid. Definitely feels very Bond, which is nice. Obviously, you have Moneypenny and you have Q. Q is fairly accurate. Moneypenny talks to you like you're retarded 9 out of 10 times. But to be fair, Bond also responds to her like she's retarded 9 out of 10 times. So there's that. I'm trying to think what else. And that's basically it. I mean, like, there's people have brought up 2 things I believe were in question online. And it's so funny because a lot of things that get questioned online are the things right at the beginning of the game. So it's almost as if nobody got past it like an hour or 2 in. But they are questioning the first scene. I don't know if anybody can find it, bring it up real quick. If not, I'll look for it. Where they talk about a picture. I think it's a picture inside the hotel or something.
Painting? You mean like the
painting? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is when you get your new flag. I'll look for it.
Yeah, so a lot of people are bringing it up, trying to say that the game is woke because of that particular phrase that Cressida says. But nobody ever tells you what actually is going on at that scene. So I figured I would explain it since I actually went through it. It's basically a moment for you as the player to shit on her feminism. But people only really talk about the actual feminism part, which is ironic. So, but basically it says something along the lines of Cressida, is talking to Bond and Monroe, and she's talking to them and saying to pick one of the posters. And one of the posters is like hyper masculine guy, with girls that are basically like ripping their shirts open and shit. And she's like, pick a poster. She's like, do you want this modern piece or do you want this hyper masculine trope kind of basically shitting on the poster? And then both of the guys, you could pick the masculine poster. When you do that, it's like Monroe comes in and says, yeah, we're gonna pick this one because it's awesome. Like, they just basically shit on her, like, this poster's awesome, we're gonna be picking this one, this is the better poster. And she's like, I guess, and then kind of just walks away. So they kind of shit on her beliefs of hyper masculinity and all that stuff, and they use that poster anyway, which is pretty funny. And there's one other one too.
So it sounds like those guys are grifting then, huh?
Well, I mean, it's not yes and no, because it's like she does say that, right? She does say that, but you can also shit on her. See, the weird thing about this game is that a lot of the stuff people are complaining about, you as Bond can literally shit on them for saying that. You could just be like, you can kind of just laugh at them, like, or you can just ignore them, which Bond does 9 out of 10 times anyway. Like, most of the commands that he gets from M tends to ignore them. Most of the stuff that he gets from Moneypenny tends to ignore them. Cressida tries to give him commands at the first mission that they have at the it wasn't the Met Gala, it was like this mansion or whatever, and he just ignores them. He was supposed to stay at his post, he doesn't do it, he just keeps going and does his thing. So for me, it's like, it's hard to take the conversation seriously because I feel like people only focusing on one part of the conversation, which I probably is kind of probably what they're doing, but anyway. There was another scene where in the hotel, in the flat, Cressida is getting asked questions because they're training for polygraph. And one of the questions was, people highlighted, it says, ask her about her privilege, right? And so people thought that was woke or something. But what people don't understand about the context of that scene is that she is privileged. If you know who her parents are, she doesn't know a struggle in her life whatsoever. And Bond and Monroe know that. So they call her out on her privilege and say, essentially asking her about her parents and how she actually got into the program and whether she deserves it or not. But I guess people thought that privilege meant like feminism or feminine privilege or something. I really don't know. But she is essentially the Nepo baby. Like, she is actually.
Do you still want to see the?
Yeah, you can bring it up. Yep.
Okay.
You have it. Share the screen if you haven't.
It's just from my stream, but that's good enough.
Let me access really quick. So like she's an actual defined nepo baby. Yeah, so this is the first one where they tell you to take choose one, whether you want the one on the left, which is literally fucking nothing but, what is that, trees? I can't even tell. I didn't even bother. I immediately chose the one on the right anyway. To be fair, I don't know what happens if you pick the one on the left, because obviously I'm picking the one on the right. But all I can tell you is if you pick the one on the right, they shit on her and they're like, yeah, this is the much better poster, which obviously it is. So also people don't even realize another thing too is that they mentioned in the game that, obviously, spoiler alert, because I feel like most people are probably not going to play the game, but if you are, I don't really think it's not going to matter. Monroe and Cressida, they have a thing. They like each other, but they don't want to admit it. So kind of comes up in the polygraph test. That's how they catch her lying. And she being the hyperfeminism and him being the macho man, they actually have a little thing where they even mention that like opposites do attract, right? Because essentially they're two different ideologies. And then Cressida ends up giving in, and she ends up watching these macho style movies and stuff because she obviously loves Monroe. So they end up felting her later on.
Sounds the exact opposite of what the retards are saying. So I'm not
the internet.
Yeah.
Well, again, I understand where people are trying to come from. I understand that we have, as an industry, been for the last couple of years been given an ungodly amount of nonsense. But I also feel like, and I've said this many times, that on Twitter, discourse is completely impossible. The internet doesn't want to have any discourse whatsoever. They just want to fight. And I think they will take screenshots and they will utilize certain things to push whatever their particular side may be, whether it's woke or not, it doesn't matter. And I think this game is a prime example of that being co-opted for whatever that reason may be. But in terms of gameplay, I'm having a good time with the game. You want to know the negatives? I can tell you there's plenty. Negative number one, the AI is literally retarded. Like, literally retarded, bro. I don't know whoever designed the AI in this game. I'm not going to say what I want to say, but
can you make it harder? Pause.
So I've watched gameplay from people that playing hard mode. I'm playing the standard, right? So whatever that standard experience is. I've watched, I think, as played hard mode. It doesn't change anything.
Oh,
it doesn't change anything. The AI still is fucking retarded. They just do more damage. But it is so bad. The AI is so bad that there are moments where I'm just like, bro, why am I not being punished for fucking up, basically? Because there are moments where I can literally be seen by an NPC and they'll look at me and they'll just be like, huh? What was that? I'm like, brother, I'm right in front of you. And then I just end up running away to the corner and then he's like, oh, I guess I didn't see anything. So the AI is really fucking stupid, which is unfortunate, because that kind of really does hurt the gameplay overall. Because I think if the AI was a little bit more aggressive and smarter, I think it definitely will heighten the experience. It will heighten the stakes that the game is trying to make you feel. So there's that. But whoever made the AI in this game, it needs to be fixed. It's terrible. Number two, in terms of the actual gameplay, while it is great, I think it is few and far between right now anyway. I'm on mission 6. I think I'm on mission 6 or 5, end of 5, 6. It's one of the two. So I think I'm halfway through the game. I think there's 10 missions, if I'm not mistaken, 10 main missions or something like that. Halfway through the game, I've barely done any combat outside of recently where I had a pretty crazy, actually I could show it. Let me take off your screen really quick.
Yep.
I could show it. I had a pretty crazy segment that I wish there was more of this. But even when you do the combat could be fairly, I don't want to call it difficult, but there are moments where it's a little bit overwhelming because they want you to feel overwhelmed. But if you're any good at shooting, like, you're really not going to be overwhelmed for the most part. But the combat's super fun. There's a lot of different weapons that you can utilize. Bond is not invincible. Like, he could very easily get killed if he's not careful. But there are a lot of gadgets and things you can use to obviously put it in your favor. But it's your standard Uncharted gameplay, like duck and cover, shoot, duck and cover, shoot. That's basically it.
The Uncharted gameplay, by the way, is I think another reason people compare it to the classic Assassin's Creed, because aside from the parkour aspects, they were talking like movement, the free range of motion, and whatnot, which does play relatively similarly, and I can kind of see that here. I think comparing Assassin's Creed is far worse than saying Uncharted, but I do think that I can see where the comparison's coming from.
I could see more Uncharted, honestly.
I always view it as Uncharted. I feel like that's kind of what was going for, with a little bit more aggression probably than Uncharted, but overall, especially with melee combat, it focuses heavily on melee combat in this game. Very heavy focus on melee. So I think the combat overall is pretty good. It definitely does serve the purpose, but right now there is just not enough of it. It definitely is more stealth focused. So if you're into stealth style video games, or if you're into video games that have a lot of different ways to approach the level, because as I was playing the game, there were people that were telling me in the chat, like, hey, you actually did it totally different, or I never saw anybody do it like that. Like, there are a lot of different ways to approach the level, which is cool. I like when games do that. But yeah, it's just there isn't, in my opinion, there just isn't enough combat right now. And when you do get to the combat, it's nothing that's gonna blow your mind. It's if you've experienced it once, you've experienced it time and time again. Doesn't mean it's bad. I'm just telling you, like, it's not. My biggest thing with this game is that it's not a bad game. I think it's a pretty good game, but it's not a full price game, not by a long shot. Like, there's no fucking way. If I wasn't a streamer, I would not pay full price for this. And I've told people that, spend your money the way you want to, but I don't view this to be a full price video game. The less you spend on this game, the happier you'll be with your overall experience. Considering how short the game actually is, I think you'll be happier the less you spend. And again,
you say how short the game is, and here's what I've not heard anyone mention, and I don't just mean on the panel, just like literally anybody talking about this game on X or anything. Is there a replay value to this? Is there alternate endings? Is there costume unlocks, things like that?
There's costumes, yeah. But again, I don't know, because I'm just going through the main game right now, so I don't know if there's any.
I know
extras.
There's
and I even
around it that I hadn't seen yet.
I even said on stream that if there's any replay value, I will obviously let people know that. But as of right now, like, standardized experience, I don't think it's worth the full price. But even if they do add replay, I still don't think it's going to be worth full price. Personally, I think that getting this game as cheap as you can will probably be better, because I think it's a solid experience. But it's just not. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money for what they're asking. And considering we got a game like Crimson Desert, it gives you hundreds of hours of just fucking insane amount of shit you could do. There's nothing wrong with a tailored experience. There's nothing wrong with something like this. But again, trying to balance that $70 asking price, I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's kind of rough. I really did get the feeling like there's aspects of this game that I like. The gameplay aspects, some of them look pretty decent, but I wasn't getting that $70 feeling, because I'm not wowed with, a bunch of fucking cutscenes, like graphics.
Yeah.
Like, I want.
This game is very cutscene heavy, just FYI.
Yeah,
very.
exactly. Like,
especially in the beginning.
For me, I want to have the ability to just kind of be immersed in the world from a gameplay perspective, and not necessarily like the hand-holdiness that a lot of these kind of modern full price ultra high production games kind of put you through now.
Yeah.
Well, Jimmy says everyone is saying it's a good game, but telling me a lot of negatives. Well, because that's called being honest. Like, if you want me to say it's a good game and give you no negatives, well, I can also do that, but that's also not honest.
Yeah.
You can have a good game that has negatives. Most good games do have negatives. I can't remember the last perfect game that I played recently.
Don't you disrespect Expedition 33 like that?
Even Expedition 33 had some problems.
How you
Some of my most beloved games are honestly severely flawed. Like,
that's true.
But those games that are some of my all-time favorites, they just like hit perfect for me. They're like tailored for me in some way, shape, or form.
Expedition 33 had no flaw.
More like Oblivion, but
yeah, tell that to the Unreal Engine 5 stutter that it had.
Mine's had no stutter.
Well, when you play at low settings, you're not going to have stutter.
All right.
Belted.
I didn't play on low settings. I played on high.
Yeah, because you probably
I think when you played while high.
What's the general performance on this? I hear it for the most part it runs well, but I also hear that like, people with 5090s are like barely getting over 60, and the game doesn't even have ray tracing yet. But that's fucking crazy.
I'm getting strong FPS on it. No issues. You know, and again, just to be clear, like, doesn't mean it doesn't exist because my PC overpowers that. I understand that. I get that. But from what I understand, it actually runs a lot better than people thought it was going to run. I thought it was going to run like shit because that first trailer that we saw with the car chase scene, the trailer was literally fucking lagging, bro. I'm like, how do you show this game like this? It's crazy.
Are you playing at 4K or 1440p?
No, I play at 4K.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm playing at 4K, everything up. I made sure before I started, and you know, it's running very smooth. So I am shocked by that personally, but no, it does run good. But if other people are having problems, please let me know because I haven't heard of anything yet. So
I haven't come across any problems at all with the gameplay.
What are you playing on?
I have a 4080 Super.
What processor do you have? I don't even know if I ever asked.
Ryzen. Let me check. I think
probably a Ryzen 7.
Was that graphics card gifted too?
That's
great.
Man.
Yo, that's fucked up.
But
no,
let me know when you find out. You know, you could just DX diag it, right?
No.
If you go to your Windows search bar, type DX diag, it's going to bring up DX diag and it'll tell you everything you have in your computer.
Yeah.
You learn something new every day. Figure that out. But yeah, in terms of,
or if you press Alt F4.
Don't listen to him.
No, don't do that.
Don't listen to him because he fell for that. Shit. He fell for that, so he's trying to get someone else to fall for it. That's why.
You know, my first time in being on Xbox Live, I was playing a COD 4 lobby, and literally someone was telling me to fucking basically pause the game and exit out, but do it really fast. He was giving me the fucking things. He's like, "Oh, you'll actually like glitch the game or something like that." Like basically, it was something that probably like a cheat or something. He was telling me, and I exited out of the game like a dumb fucking retard. Yeah,
I have
that was my first experience online.
Ryzen 16.
Okay, that's the.
Yeah.
She said she got Forza Horizon 16. What?
Forget it. It's fine.
Alienware Aurora.
Now in terms of, I saw somebody ask a question in chat. Is this like Hitman where you could approach the level in different ways? Yeah, you can. I don't know if I said that earlier, but you could approach the level in many different ways. They even give you like per mission. They give you the ability to track which way you want to actually go about the mission. So they'll tell you like 2 or 3 different ways you could approach it to get to the next part. And it's up to you to decide how you want to do it. So it's really open-ended, which is really nice. That's probably one of my favorite parts about this game because it does keep you entertained while there is a lack of combat because you're sitting there trying to figure out how you want to approach this. But the combat moments, when they do happen, they happen quick. And they just throw everything at you. It's like the game's trying to make up for the lack of combat by throwing it all at you at once, and it kind of overwhelms you. But again, I find this to be very fun. I just think
I would say that that's more probably a gameplay choice based on Bond as a storytelling device.
Sure.
When you think about Bond movies, they're not actually super action heavy. They've got great action set pieces, but there's a lot of slow spy espionage stuff.
Yeah.
I think that might be more there. And again, I haven't played it, so I'm just going off of what I know about the Bond film.
Well, that's why I tell people if you're looking for something stealth oriented, a little bit slower paced, definitely story heavy. This game's very story heavy. I actually like the story a lot. It's again, at first I was just like whatever, but once you get through that first level, that first real level, when you're in the mansion or whatever, and shit hits the fan, it really does hook you, in my opinion. Again, I don't know. I know people don't want to admit that, but I think it's fairly good. And it's your typical fucking spy story. Like if you're looking for a spy story, you're gonna find it here. Absolutely. But there are just a lot of cons to the overall way that the game is presented and how it's put together. Again, doesn't make it a bad game. It just makes it something that if I wasn't a streamer, that I would want to spend $70 on. Considering all the games that are out there right now that I know are worth the price that they're asking, some of them aren't even asking $70, right? So for me to look at this game and say, would I recommend it at 70? No. But what I recommend, I think this should have been a $50 game, personally, at start, retail.
That's valid.
I think it should have been a $50 game.
Yeah.
And considering the amount of units it is pushing, because again, it's pushing decent units, 1.5 million units sold. You know, it costs a fuck ton of money to make this game, which we'll get into that in a second. But that's because of all the celebrity, bro. one of the things that are so annoying, like the celebrity cameos. Okay, I get it. Like they're trying to sell a movie style story. Fine, I get it for like, like Greenway, for example, is played by the guy who plays Morgan in fucking Walking Dead, right? That's the guy you're looking at right now. But you really mean to tell me you have to pay all these fucking streamers, bro, to make cameos inside of like the different levels in the game? Like, do I really have to see Jacksepticeye, bro? You paid for Jacksepticeye, and I completely skipped his dialogue because one of the ways to approach the level was you can actually just sneak your way into the room that he was in, go from behind him, distract him, and then grab the stamp your hand, and then sneak into the club that way instead of trying to figure out a way to convince him to stamp your hand. So I just completely skipped his whole dialogue. So you paid for Jacksepticeye, and I didn't even hear a word that he said. I just knew it was him because the internet,
This has level select, doesn't it? So you could go back and play these missions, right?
Yeah, you could go back and play the missions. You can experience it in different ways. Yeah, sure, of course. But I'm just saying, like, the initial thing is you paid for this streamer, and I didn't even hear a word he said because I just completely skipped it.
See, I didn't even do the stamp. I just basically pretended to be part of the staff.
Well, there you go. There you go. There's different ways that you could do it. So
I like that. See, that's my kind of gameplay right there, where it's like you could just do different things.
Yeah. So
that was so profound.
Anyway, I just think that there was a lot of money wasted here, for sure. A ton of money wasted that could have went to overall lowering that budget, keeping the game exactly the same as it is. And, that 1.5 million sold, it's probably going to be 2 million sold by the end of the weekend. That could have meant a lot more. But that's the problem with these big budget games where they just blow money on stupid shit that don't have to be in the game. But anyway, that's besides the point. Overall, I think the game is pretty solid, but at the price it is asking, absolutely not. I would not recommend it at $70. If this ever became $50 or less, you can think about it. But realistically, the less you spend on this game, the better. I don't know if Sevi has a different thought, but
no, I think that makes a lot of sense. I think like when I was playing the game, I wasn't thinking, oh yeah, this game is $70 just because it was gifted. So I just
was it now?
The game period. Yeah, it was gifted. But it was fun.
Must be nice.
I agree that I do agree that it wouldn't be $70.
To be fair, I had it gifted, so
Well,
I'll say this too, because a lot of people are asking about Bond. Bond fucks in this game, bro. Like again, like people worried about Bond being like cucked and shit. He literally does not listen to a single woman in this game. Very rarely. outside of the first time he meets M, because obviously he's being recruited into the program, and she's like, but even she's smitten by him, as you would say. He doesn't listen to a single fucking woman in this game for the most part. Every girl pretty much wants to fuck him. Some do. I think he fucks like 3 girls in the game, if I'm not mistaken. Completely just like, again, I don't understand where the narrative's coming from, but people will have their thoughts. I think it's because at the end of the he gets saved by a girl or whatever. But bro, really? Like anyway, again, the internet doesn't want discourse. They just want to fight. So I take myself out of the fight. I give you my thoughts on the game. You take with it what you want. It is what it is. You can call it weak, but at least I'm not wasting fucking 10 hours on Twitter pretending like I give a shit. So but that's basically
I'll be at work. I send a tweet and keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Hey, do me a favor. Can you hold your hand up real quick?
Whoa.
Yeah, he was at work, guys. He didn't even check his fucking skin color. That's all.
Oh my God.
But no, it's a fairly decent game overall. I honestly I hope for a little more in certain aspects, and I know that they're trying to set up for a trilogy or something like that. Like you could definitely feel like they spend so much time on the origin part of this game that you could definitely feel like they're trying to set up for something more.
Oh yeah.
Whatever that is, who knows? But that's basically it.
To kind of, I don't know. This kind of is associated with Bond or this game specifically. I hate journalists because like they've created like this mindshare thing that that these games that are spy or noir, like with Mouse PI for Hire, they can't have excessive over the top gameplay, and like the fact that a lot of these games don't just force the fuck out of me. Like Mouse PI for Hire, yes, it's a noir detective story, but they throw a bunch of enemies at you, and it doesn't forget that it's a fun ass video game. And that's why I love RoboCop so much. It has a good story. RoboCop is like peak RoboCop. He's fucking beast, and the gameplay is crazy, over the top, fun as shit. These games, like a game like this, it's like I want to like it. I want to like it, but it's like fuck. Like I know that they're trying to be a little too much in that realm of realism, and be more movie-like, and that's what like that's genuinely what does hold me back from saying fuck it and throwing down my money and giving it a shot, because I know that they're trying to go for that. Well, we can't go too out there with it because it's gonna come off unrealistic, and it's like a fucking video game. Like, please just give me over the top, retarded, fun action. Like, please just be a fucking video game. The fact
they're
that
definitely doing that with the realism thing for sure.
So fucking annoying, because it's like it kills the mood for me entirely.
This game is definitely doing the realism thing. I don't know if I would say that there are some aspects to it that are definitely not realistic. Obviously, when shit hits the fan and you know, Bond does super spy Bond stuff and fucking shooting 40 guys or whatever, like it's but throughout the rest of the game, it definitely is chasing that realism. I was saying before how in the beginning of the game, for those first 2 hours or so, I felt like I was playing a Sony PlayStation single player experience, because they all have the same exact fucking, you know, starts to their games where it's
where it's a walking
super
sim with
cinematic, walking simulator, basically like QTEs and shit. Like that's how it felt. But then the game does really open up after that first mission. I just wish that their tutorial wasn't as I think they really outpaced. They not outpaced. They paced the game wrong in the beginning. And it just throws you into that first mission. You're like, oh shit, okay, I could do all these things now. It's a little much. I think they definitely should have paced it better. But yeah, that's basically it. But I get what you're saying for sure. So final thoughts on 007.
But is it fun? That's what I want to know. Like, is it fun so far? Like, as a game, would you recommend? Like, you can't recommend it at 70, obviously, but would you recommend it as a game?
Would I recommend it as a game? Yeah, no, it definitely is fun. I do think it's a fun game, but you also got to tailor your expectations, because if you're going into this game, I know it's labeled as an action game. If you're going into this game thinking you're going to play an action game, you're not. You're going to be playing a spy game that has some action to it. So that's the only thing. Don't go in there thinking you could go guns blazing in every fucking mission you're in, because that's not going to happen. You know, you're going into this with the idea that you're actually trying to tackle most missions without you know, any kind of killing or anything. Yeah, without combat, and only when the enemy shows that they're trying to kill you do you have a license to kill them. That's basically it. So, but it doesn't, and it does. There are moments that make it feel like a Bond game, because I know people are like, "Oh, does it feel like a Bond game?" Yeah, it does. It does. There are moments where it does definitely feel like a Bond game, and when the music hits right and you hear the, you know, like you hear that shit, it's so it hits really well. But again, it's getting there. That's the problem for the first 2 hours. So
okay,
that's the thing.
It sounds like,
or you could just be like Tiger King. You could be like Tiger King. This game is disgusting. You know, it's fine. We accept all mindsets here, boys. Sounds boring. It's not. But we can accept all mindsets. Again, some people just don't like that kind of slower stealth gameplay. Again, I'm the kind of person who grew up on Metal Gear Solid. You know, I like that kind of shit. Granted, I'm terrible at it. Yes, I do admit I'm terrible at stealth, but it's fine. Thankfully, you know, you can beat people up in this game, so that's what it is. What'd you say, Sebi? You say you like it. Would you recommend it, Sebi, as a game?
Would. I mean, like if you like that, like the different approaches and then the stealth part of it, I think you guys would enjoy it. Because I'm having a lot of fun with it, so I really like it.
Yeah, Elemental. You know, again, one of my biggest criticisms is definitely the cameos by like YouTubers and streamers and shit. I think it's kind of dumb, personally. Everybody already knows how I feel about the game having no blood. Like there is little things this game could have done differently to give it another point or two. No blood in this game from combat is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. And again, people are coping. They're coping and they're saying, well, it's a T-rated game. that doesn't mean a fucking thing. There are T-rated games that have blood. I'm not asking you to make it like a fucking Saw movie, but I'm just telling you, like, if I punch someone in the face and throw their head through fucking glass, there should be a little bit of blood on their face. That's all I'm saying. He should not be looking like
Tony
he
Hawk's
just
Pro Skater had fucking blood when you fell off the skateboard on the PS1. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
like, you know, it would be cool to see like a game where you have obviously bullet damage on the enemies, but like an enemy gets shot and then you slowly see the blood seeping on their, you know, jacket or their shirt. Like that would be a nice touch. Like there's ways to do blood effects and not really go over the top. But that can also be impressive too.
Let's see.
The only thing that I thought personally was like, all right, well, maybe considering the themes that are in this game, they got a ton of other themes, right? They got sex, they got violence, they got drugs, they got like all this other shit. Like, I don't know if adding blood would have took them over the edge and away from tea into whatever, but still, I feel like you could have just added a little, like, you know, a little thing of blood if somebody gets shot. Yeah, at least when they get shot, bro. If I'm shooting people in the head, I should not be seeing dust. You know, like, is everybody ashy here, or like, what's going on? I should see a little.
Griff.
No.
I should see a little.
I don't see any. I don't see any blood.
I'm sure they'll add one. No, he's talking about mods.
No,
mods. Got it.
Mods yet.
But that, I mean, again, there's a lot of nitpicks that I have with the game. It is not a perfect game. If anybody's trying to sell you it's a perfect game, I think they're just flat out lying. If they're trying to tell you it's a completely trash game, I think they're also flat out lying. These games that end up being somewhere in the middle for a lot of people always cause massive amount of controversies on Twitter because both sides want you to be fucking tribalistic about the game and they want you to pick a side about the game. And at that point, you're not really talking about the game. You're just trying to placate to whichever side. It's like, bro, this is one of those middle of the ground games. I think it's slightly above average, and that's literally it. Buy this game on sale if you want to experience a spy game that has some decent combat, that has fun gameplay, that has a pretty decent story. But again, there's a lot of nitpicks to it, and it's just not worth the full price they're asking for. That's it. That's really all it is. But people, it's a very safe game. That's what it is. Yeah. Safe is the word. So if you're that safe, you're gonna get the safe price. That's how I feel about it. But
yeah, thanks.
Anyway, that's basically it, man. All right, let me catch up on Supercast. You got to go, or you can stick around for a little bit. What do you got?
Yeah, unfortunately, I do have to go.
All right.
Is what it is.
Yo, let's go.
Yes. Old man. Actually, of Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. I actually really did want to play this. I appreciate that, old man. He says,
you're gonna.
I think you deserve better.
It's great.
I think she got better
so far.
It's such a good game, bro.
I'm gonna download it as I'm getting ready for work. So I have it on my laptop. But yeah, thanks so much.
It's a great game. You're gonna enjoy it. And graphically, holy shit, that game looks great.
The graphic is amazing.
People don't realize how detailed that game actually is, bro. Like, there was videos of people zooming in on Batman's helmet and seeing the fucking texture of the Lego and shit.
Yeah,
there's different like.
I guarantee it's got more texture than whatever the fuck is on this guy's head. Look at this shit.
Yeah.
Oh man. Thank you, old man cat. I appreciate it.
Mind you, these are grown ass adults.
You're building Gundams.
I know you're not. You can't talk.
Let Cassie say her goodbyes before we roast you. Cassie, appreciate you.
Yep. No, thank you guys for having me on. This is really good talks as always. Chat panel, have a great, safe rest of y'all's weekends, man. I'll catch y'all later. Subscribe to Cold Classic Cage.
You have a great weekend.
Rumble, Twitter, all that good stuff. Hey, appreciate you, Kata. Take care, guys. Have a good one.
Hell yeah. Peace out, Cassie. Thank you again.
Peace.
All right. Let's see. What do we got?
Okay.
I gotta head out.
You're building Gundams.
See how he has to leave? It's crazy, bro. Adults make sure to finish their shift, you know, but it's okay.
Well, most adults, whatever, nigga. All right. I gotta head out though. You know what I'm saying? It's getting hot. My PC's boiling my face off. I gotta turn the AC down some more. Kata's not gonna be here for the gaming stream tomorrow, chat. I just want to go ahead and throw him under the bus before I leave out really quick.
Nope.
So you won't
Homie got this whole ass new PC built for him by a white dude, not even showing up to the game and fucking stream.
Nope.
God damn.
So instead, we're gonna grift on my channel for a special stream tomorrow. And then I'll talk to you guys there about what's coming next. My AC's back on, so I'm back to work. All right. So that's all I got for right now.
Peace out, Atreus.
All right, man. Good night, y'all.
Keep your back tight.
And fuck Legos, man.
I kicked him. Right.
Yo, I think he just hates Swedish people.
I think that he just hates anything that normal people experience in normal childhoods.
Okay, all right. You said normal.
Yeah, Mega Bloks
normal
up,
childhoods. You better say he just hates anything normal people experience. I was about to be like sex, and you're like in normal childhood. Like, never mind.
No, don't combine that, please, God. Please do not combine that. All right. Anyway, Frostfang with a 5. I understand no prior Bond game has been rated beyond rated T, but the lack of blood, you could get away with blood in a T game, makes it feel less impactful. Yeah, I mean they have so they have limited blood, which means like the blood is mostly shown in cutscenes and stuff. It doesn't bleed out or anything. It's just like it's like a static texture that stays on their face. But that's basically it. Like it's not enough. It's if I'm running around damn near being John Wick, killing multiple people at the same time, shooting them in the head, and I'm seeing dust instead of blood, like it's just a little annoying. And people keep telling me, well, there is blood. I don't see it. It must be so minimal that I don't see it. And I'm shooting everybody in the head. My aim is
sure. Have you gone through the accessibility options? Is it in those options?
I looked in the options. I didn't see blood or no blood. So I went through the options live on stream. I didn't see anything for blood whatsoever. So if anybody knows where it's at, that would be cool. But
I haven't seen any blood whatsoever, so I'm with you.
Why hate on Lego? Because Atreus is weird. Yeah, I don't think there is any either, Sebi. But thank you, Frostfang, for the 5. Appreciate it. And another 5. Rule of thumb, I noticed. Once a character like Moneypenny are portrayed as black, Skyfall, they would therefore need to always be black like this game. That is true. That is true.
Yeah. Which is why I'm so happy we got White April O'Neil back.
That's true also. I think that was the safe bet for them, because you got to understand these developers, they look for the easy way out to add, diversity without having to think too much about it. So if Moneypenny was black in some of the movies, then they'll just be like, well, there you go. Make her black. That's basically
from what I've seen, though, Moneypenny, like, she's swooning over Bond. She's falling all over him. She is, she's not ugly looking. It's like, again, this isn't defending a race swap. I'm diehard against race swaps. But we have also seen far more egregious, and so I think it's more of a case of like pick your battles.
Yeah, so again, I'm not far enough in the game to really be able to tell you, but there's obviously some tension there between her and Bond. Whether or not it gets explored later on in the game, I don't know. I mean, Bond literally makes fun of her for being on a date, calls her to make her do help him with something that he needs on a mission anyway, and she's like, I can't, I'm on a date. And he's like, well, we don't have time, so when I tell you that Bond literally doesn't listen to any woman in this game, I genuinely mean it. Like, well, to be fair, he also doesn't listen to anybody, like any man either. So
he doesn't listen to anybody, which is amazing.
Thank you, Frostfang. And then we got Frostfang with another 5. Says, I believe more and more morons like GD and Yorch are psyops by the left to make our side look stupid and dumb in our positions, like with this game.
I'll push back on that. The left nor them are smart enough to come up with that. This is horseshoe theory of independent retarded thought is just what's brought us to this.
No,
and I'm usually all in on psyops.
I think both of them are genuinely retarded. That's what I think.
I think that the Joker as a character concept exists in the real world, where there are people that just like chaos just for chaos sake. So that's basically it. I think that there are people out there that will just muddy the waters and cause chaos just because they find it funny. They find it entertaining. That's basically it.
Also, Moonlight Prince, real quick, just says they turn Imogen Old Woman in the Brosnan films. I don't see anyone mentioning that. I mean, I've seen plenty of people mention that for years. Maybe not necessarily about this game, but like for years that the recast of Judi Dench has been a thing amongst the Bond community.
Yeah. I mean, she did good, you know what I mean? But M is a man. He's based off of a real person.
Well, you know, it's funny. You know, there is like there is a certain amount of groups that are conversing about this game, and some of them are like diehard books, right? So like they go based off the books or whatever about Bond, and they're like, well, you know, the lore is disrespected here because of the books. Then there are other people who are talking about the movies, and they're like, okay, well, you know, the movies did this stuff, so it should be allowed. Like, it's kind of all over the place with this. I don't know. It depends on the camp that you're in, I suppose. Some people like the books over the movies, vice versa. I don't know. I've never really read the books, to be honest with you. So,
me neither.
Just is what it is. Retro Meister with the 5. Evening, beautiful people. I remembered when the teaser came out, once called Project 007. I had a gut feeling that it would be filled with woke crap. But again, it's like, I'm not. If I start going down the rabbit hole of like what exactly is woke crap about this game, because the people they always bring up the stuff they see on X, but the stuff on X is heavily misrepresented to skew it towards the argument that person's trying to make. So when you actually have the context of the scene and understand what's actually going on, is it still woke crap? Like if a woman tries to push feminism in the game, the blonde girl Cressida, right, and she tells you that the poster is male, you know, toxic masculinity tropes or whatever. And then the guys are like, but we don't give a fuck. We like it. It's great. Is it not just as base for the guys to basically tell us, shut the fuck up, that the poster is amazing and we want to utilize it? And that's the one that ends up being put up in the apartment anyway. She gets completely outranked by the guys anyway. You know, so I don't know. It's just one of those things. That's why, like, I don't even bother. I just play the game and people make up their own mind. You want to buy it? Great. You don't want to buy it? That's great. There was people in my chat that were watching me play the game. There was just as many people saying that they're not going to buy it thanks to me showing it to them. And as much as people, they were saying they were going to buy it because I did show it to them. So I feel like that's great. It helps you make up your mind. Instead of buying the game, passing the 2-hour window, and then being stuck with it. I think that's more shittier, in my opinion. You know? But anyway, Retro Meister with a 10. Also, Barbara Broccoli and Amazon share a deep hate for Bond being Bond and old school Bond fans. I grew up watching James Bond Jr., and this game is an insult to my 90s childhood. Again, I don't see it personally. I mean, Bond fucks, literally, listens to nobody. I don't see it, but I guess we can agree to disagree. Whatever, sure. Again, I'm also like I said before, there are different sections of the internet that are fighting from different aspects of Bond history, I suppose. You have the Bond book people, you have the Bond movie people, and then you have the Bond played previous games people, and they're all kind of like fighting for their own idea of what the Bond game should be, I suppose. So it is what it is. Thank you for the 10, though. I appreciate that, man. Old Man Cat with a 2. Sheep check Steam, my friend. You gonna check that?
Check it out.
Let me go over to Rumble really quick. See if we got anything over on Rumble while Sheep is doing that. Old Man Cat, holy shit, my guy. Old Man Cat dropped 10 memberships over on Rumble. Damn. Go over to Rumble. Just say hi in the chat. You should be able to snag one of those 10 memberships because pretty much everybody over there is a member. So make sure you go check that out. I appreciate that, Old Man Cat. Thank you, bro. Holy shit, that's awesome. Sheep, what do we got here? Let's see. Damn.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
Oh yeah, Sheep's gonna love this game.
Nice.
It's amazing.
I appreciate it. I will unfortunately say that almost every game from mid to 2025 forward is going to run like ass on this PC. So I'll accept it, but I can't play it for a good long while. I appreciate it.
Fucking awesome, bro. I just platinumed that game today. So awesome.
It's worth
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Well, I mean, we could probably end a little early today. Do our outros because we only got like another 14 minutes or so anyway. So Sevi, what you got coming up?
Tomorrow I'm gonna be back playing Warhammer. So make sure to come and check it out. And then I'll continue playing Bond. Go follow me everywhere. Thank you guys.
Old Lady Cat gave me my allowance.
That's crazy.
That is fucking hilarious. Kato, what you got going on, Mr. New PC guy?
Hold on, I want y'all to see something.
Oh, don't show the feet. We all know the feet's inside the computer.
Maybe full screen real quick. Maybe full screen.
Oh my god, here we go. Here we go.
It is.
Look at that. Y'all can't see because the lighting, but that storm with the ass out. I couldn't put the toes in there because it wouldn't fit. But yeah, it's really nice. Really nice. I'm enjoying it. Enjoying my PC, man. That's all I got pretty much. I'm gonna be on the road like pretty much all tomorrow because I'm going out of town. Spend some time with the family. So I'm gonna be gone for a little while. I'm still gonna have my PC and stuff, so I'll still be around and shit. So make sure that y'all hang out. And yeah, that's all I got, man. Just subscribe to the channel.
We just gotta gloss over the fact he said I couldn't put the toes in there because they wouldn't fit.
He will make them fit.
It wouldn't fit in the aspect ratio. You know what? I'll make it.
You putting the ass in aspect ratio, motherfucker.
I mean, this shit looks really good. It looks so awesome. I love this new PC. It's great. And yes, I did have a white man finish the build for me. I pretty much did everything. He just kind of tidied everything.
What's the poll at? Let's see. So the poll 44% said white boys fixed it. Okay. 13% said angry teenagers. 20% said Mexicans, and 23% said Indians. Okay.
See, this is how I know y'all don't know me. I would never let an Indian touch anything in my house.
Why not?
I wouldn't even let them touch
Especially not your daughter.
Why not?
Oh my God, Leon.
That's crazy. Come on, Leon. God damn.
Why not?
Holy shit.
The why not was not for the daughter comment. The why not was for the other comment.
No, I know what you're saying.
Obviously.
Because if I tell you why not, your stream's gonna be in trouble. So I can't say so.
Yeah, I know. Greg, like I got a fucking novel the other day because Leon made fun of fucking Muslims and people like one guy lost his mind. I swear to God, every SNH, I get a fucking novel about one of you. Every goddamn stream.
I got
it's
the same
ridiculous.
thing in one of my comments because I said the deep. He had made a joke on the boys. He said Prophet Bro Hamid, and I thought that was fucking hilarious.
Oh my God.
Bro, you thought that was funny? You're making fun of Muslims. I'm like, brother, do you know my name? Like,
I just find it funny that, again, we've said this many times. People get upset every once in a while when they see, I guess, themselves in some way, shape, or form get made fun of. And it's like, bro, we make fun of everything, everybody. White people, like you guys.
Go on.
No, I was just gonna say the people that I see complain every now and then, doesn't happen too often, but what it does, I look at them and I check out their history, right? I check out their history, how long they've been subscribed. Some of these people have been subscribed for like over a year. So it's like, you've been watching these streams, you've been watching us make fun of white people, black people, Spanish people all the time. But then the moment it happens to, I guess, whatever you're personally attached to, now it's like the end of the world. I don't get that. Anyway,
Dude, I got a comment literally earlier today on my reaction to Mugen Lord's video. Mugen Lord, my friend, by the way, black dude. I was going over his like not black enough comic book situation, and at one point in the video, I, in a jokingly tongue-in-cheek way, say darkies. And so I got this comment.
Oh, that's it.
606, bro, just called black people a slur. Everything was good until he said that. Ain't no way, bro. But the guy's name is Edgelord Ryu. We got someone with Edgelord in their name throwing a fit that I said a slur.
Oh no. Are we losing what Edgelord means now too? No, man.
Edgelord Rio. That's cringe.
Damn, bro.
It's actually cringe.
I guess Edgelords doesn't mean what it used to mean anymore.
Nah, he's a different kind of Edgelord, if you know what I'm saying.
Probably. Retromeister with a 10. While I respect your opinion, Nibdo, I've been critical about what's happened to the Bond since No Time to Die and Barbara Broccoli statements to make Bond.
Critical about what was happening to Bond with like Quantum of Solace or maybe even Casino Royale. I'm gonna be real. No Time to Die was like that at this point is part of the course, but
well, and again, like I say, I get it. Like I'm not talking about the history of Bond. Like if somebody wants to talk about the history of Bond, they can talk that with someone else. I'm talking about the fucking game that's in front of me right now as a video game. And what it actually does and what it offers and what it doesn't offer, what it does right, what it doesn't do right. And in my opinion, I think it gets the basics of what Bond is as a character. And I think the basics of what a Bond story is like. Is it perfect? No. But I think it does hit most of the notes that people will be happy with. But again, if there are some people that are more extreme. There's some people that are more invested, more hardcore about it, and I totally get that. Which again, all I could do is show you the game, and you can decide for yourself. You know what you what you want to do about it. If you don't want to, listen, if somebody tells me they're not going to buy the game, I'm not going to go in the corner and fucking cry about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not paid by these people. I don't care whatsoever. But if somebody says, well, thank you for showing me the game, I'm going to buy it. That's also cool. Like, whatever. It's fine. He says, I respect point though.
Because Barbara Broccoli is a bitch, and she really does not like.
Fuck Barbara Broccoli.
She does not give a fuck about Bond, and it's actually very irritating.
No, she does give a fuck. That's the thing. She actively despises the history of Bond. It's worse than not giving a fuck.
Yeah, it's very aggravating.
Which is where they fucked up.
If she had it her way, he'd be a black man.
This is where they fucked up in the marketing for this game, because they were talking in the marketing as if they also had a disdain for Bond. Remember, they were like talking about his misogynistic nature and stuff like that, and how they were going to approach that in a different way.
That's how you can tell these people are grifters, though, is like when they say, "Oh, it's woke," you know that they haven't played the game; they're going off the marketing. Because Dungeons and Dragons, the live action movie, is a brilliant example of this. You have these dumbass writers being interviewed, and they're all like, "Oh man, no, we love it when men are emasculated. We find it hilarious." Then when you watch live action Dungeons and Dragons movie, which is just it's an okay, fun movie, but none of that's in the movie. All the shit they were saying was clearly just because these are the correct talking points for the interview circuit, when that's not what was in the film.
Law No Google says, if you like First Light as a Bond game, your standards are below the floor. Again, I said I like it as a game. As a Bond game, I'm going to judge it in the most basic way possible. Other people can judge it in more hardcore ways or less ways, whatever. My job is to showcase the game. Again, if people want me to pick a side, well, you're going to be waiting a long time. Retro, let me finish reading your super chat. I've been critical about what's happening to Bond since No Time to Die and Barbara Broccoli's statements to make Bond more sensitive, aka being character assassinated. Yeah, and I feel like that's definitely more prevalent in Hollywood too. Like, Hollywood is very much known for assassinating your typical masculine characters from back in the day. So it is what it is, unfortunately. Demon Carol with a 3, so offended. Anyway, Nuke Australia. What the fuck? Bro, Demon Carol. Demon Carol, brother. Jesus Christ, man. My God.
Fuck about your channel, bro.
No, they don't. They don't.
Hey, Retromeister, fun fact, as a Bond fan, my grandfather...
Not take into account stretching it. I definitely just said I am taking it into account, but at a basic level. Again, Tiger King. So with all the anger, sometimes you got to open the ears. I said I'm going to take it in a basic level, like meaning like it's still into account. You understand? But as a game, I have to rate it as a game higher than a Bond thing. Like if I was watching a Bond movie, then yeah, all about Bond would be what it's about, but we have to make sure that we cover other aspects too, because if you just want to focus on one thing only, then you're not going to get very far, which we already know because you already think the game is disgusting, which we've already covered. Anyway, Leon, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was going to say, Retromeister, you're such a Bond fan. Just fun fact, my grandfather was an extra in Dr. No, the very first Bond film.
Oh,
no
really?
Shit.
Yeah.
Yep. Really?
Awesome.
Yeah, there's a scene in Dr. No where they fly over a military base, and that was an actual active military base, and the training that was being happened, they were catching on film, was my grandfather's unit. So him and his whole unit are extras in the first Bond movie.
Have I heard about the Great Australian Emu War?
Yeah, no. Man.
Have you?
They've been.
You should look at that.
For a while.
Hilarious historical thing that happened. Yeah, looking at it's amazing.
Really
it's not. This is not a joke. It's not a joke.
What?
Funny. They're at war with the emus. Yes.
They were at war with the emus. They brought
lost.
I think machine guns and
lost.
stuff, and they lost. And they lost.
It's not a joke. It's a real thing. Like
Great Australian. What?
That's what makes it funnier.
The
like,
Emu War was a nuisance wildlife management military operation undertaken in Australia in late 1932 to address public concern over the number of emus, large flightless birds indigenous to Australia, said to have. So they lost to the emus?
They lost. Yeah, they lost.
Bro, I gotta look this up later after this.
When I first found that out, I was like, dude, even more reason to make fun of Australia.
Yo, you're cooked as a country if you can't defeat the emus, bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What? But why do I feel like the emus are actually like secretly very intelligent? Probably.
Oh, dude, they're like fucking dolphins of the land, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they are stupid fast. That I do know.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Oh, I gotta look into this. This happened from November 1932 to December 1932. It only took a month for them to get felted by the emus.
They are vicious birds of prey.
Have I tried fighting a emu? No, because I'm not stupid. It's like that's like somebody says, "Have you tried fighting a bear?" No. but some women want to apparently. That was a thing. That was weird. Anyway, let's do our outros. Sheep, what you got, man?
I wish I could have brought more energy to this show, guys, but I've been dying. If anybody's been paying attention, like I've been in and out of sleep, and I kept cutting my camera off and stuff like that. I'm getting my ass kicked by whatever is ailing me. So I don't know, I'm gonna go drink some water or something, like some more water. I need more. But hopefully I'm back at like at least like 90%, 85%. I'll even take 75% by Monday, because I believe we're just about done with Terra's story and Birth by Sleep, which means we can then start Aventus' story. And that game is a lot shorter than I remember it to be. But either way,
is this your first time playing Birth by Sleep or
no?
Okay.
No.
I wasn't sure.
I played through the game like multiple times on PSP. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Go read manga.
Hell yeah, man. Hope you feel better, dude. Dare Cell to win it too, not once but twice. Wait, they lost twice to emus?
There were 2 wars, I think, if I remember correctly.
How do you lose the first war in a month and you're like, yeah, let's do this again? Like at this point, I think you're doing it for
Australian.
fun.
They're Australian. They're retarded. Sorry to the Australians. You are retarded.
I gotta really look into this now. I did not know about this emu war shit.
It is one of the funniest things you'll ever read about in the entirety of human history. Like, there's all the stuff about women's rights, and then there's the emu wars. Both are hilarious.
No shit.
Oh my god, Leon.
Retro Meister. I agree. I think Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to be not that great, but we'll see how that goes. Leon, what you got,
they
man?
Lose emus. They don't even know how to say the word no. No.
As for me, man, videos and streams nearly every day due to the ripping and tearing of my insides at the current time, and the fact that I'm functioning on 3 hours of sleep right now. We're not doing an analog horror stream tonight. I promise we'll bring it back next week. But yeah, I'm kind of in the same position Sheep's in. I'm gonna give myself about 80% good, but I've been over here like drinking energy drinks, drinking water, trying to use vodka to numb the pain in my insides. I might actually be making it worse. Who's to say? But this was a dope ass discussion, great discussion. I enjoyed tonight's episode. I will see you guys tomorrow for the Sunday special stream. And mad shout out for making yesterday's stream so goddamn memorable.
Hell yeah, man! That was a pretty badass stream. That was funny.
Thank you.
All right, boys. That's for me. Sunday. I mean, every day, 9 p.m. stream every day. Videos are doing very well on the gaming channel. Ironically, they're doing better than the main channel, which is pretty funny. So, algorithm is unrestricted over there. So, support the videos wherever you want to watch. Whether it's here, I'm releasing 1 clip a day here, just to keep this channel in the video algorithm, and then 2 videos a day on the other channel because, well, YouTube's not restricting that channel. So let's just say what it is. But regardless, every day, 9 p.m., HipnoCast streaming. And we're going to be finishing up, hopefully within the next week or 2, both 007 and Lego Batman. And then from there, what's coming out? What's coming out soon after that? Trying to think. What's coming out?
No idea.
Coming out
Not
soon.
GTA.
Definitely not GTA. Definitely not Fable.
Yeah.
What is
I don't know.
that?
I could have sworn, wasn't there something major
Yeah,
coming out?
I feel like there's a big release about to drop.
No, not my mom. Definitely not. She's nearly dead. What is coming out next month? Shit,
Something's coming out. I just don't know. I don't know what, but something's coming out.
Oh, I do have to play Death Stranding too. Shit, I keep forgetting that. I definitely keep forgetting that. I gotta do that. Daywalker. Fuck. I don't want to play that.
Phantoms.
I have to.
September.
I have to. I know I have to play that. The Blood of the Dawnwalker or whatever from.
Forgot about that.
Is that
Phantom
next
Blade
month?
Zero? It's coming out in a little while.
Phantom Blade Zero, yes, but that's not PlayStation exclusive, right? That's coming out on Steam.
No. Yeah, it's not PlayStation exclusive.
Nice. Yeah, I gotta check it out. I gotta see. All right, man. We'll figure it out. But regardless, we got a lot to do, boys. So as always, thank you guys so much for supporting the stream and hanging out with us tonight. I greatly appreciate it. Make sure to like the stream on the way out. Go check out everybody's channels, especially Kada, since now he's actually going to be able to do quality content because his computer's not going to be.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be able to stream and have OBS open at the same time, and it's not gonna look like shit. Oh, yeah. So happy.
That was awkward. We'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, go be bigots and go be gooners. And mods, thank you for everything that you do. We'll see you guys on the next stream. Bye.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you gay. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Her dog or her cat was named Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Fuck it, yeah, don't put a ticket in, make her gay. Fuck it, yeah, put a ticket in, make her gay. It means put a chicken in it, we eat, and make her fucking gay. Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day California shit! 'Cause that's all we fucking know! 'Cause we're boring! We're so fucking boring! Twitter hole! Twitter hole! Get a grip!
At the touch of the black man, I bring life. 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 That's right!
Why the hell are you still here? Go on. Get out of here. Go play some video games.